Down.
What's good, guys? Just to try it, right?
It's the beginning of the season.
So do you want to then?
Anything goes. I love this idea. I'll try to match you.
Okay.
I'll let you lead. All right. Ready?
Ready?
We're doing the official countdown.
Yeah, let's do it.
Right
Countdown,
now, baby.
All right.
3, 2, 1. Oh my gosh, bro. That was
starting the season off.
That
with
was
a
disgusting.
bang.
Give it to me. Give it to me, bro.
We were trying something different for this episode.
Something brand new.
Right.
Yeah.
Something brand new.
Well, something, I'll be honest,
special
for our Patreon gold tier sponsors.
Yes.
It's something not new at all, actually. I know. We got that crack got all over the
Thank
desk.
goodness
it's beautiful. It's repellent.
Sugar free.
And sugar free. Yes, bro. It's a win-win for us. Today, Joshy,
yes,
we are kicking off the real premiere of season 4, my man.
This is the episode. This is the episode.
It's the time we have been waiting for. We've been talking about this since 6 months ago.
We can't stop talking about it.
I'm just using my sleeve.
No, you're doing a great job.
I think I just smacked the mic too.
I think you did. But if you guys heard something big, it was
no big
Sam
deal.
smashing.
Joshy, today is episode 52.
Sam, well, you know what that means, right?
It is officially 1 year in the making, in production of Flash Bros episodes. There's a year's worth of content.
Yeah. Read about this in the history books in the future. This is the first year officially wrapping up a whole year's worth of content.
This is officially our Flash anniversary, my man.
You could listen to one episode every week for a year.
That's it.
Which some people have.
That's the idea. And as we've been doing, as we have realized, and now a little over half way since starting, right? From the top. Yeah, actually, you just put it in me.
Yeah.
Oh, got it, baby.
A little bit and it went into your mouth.
No, that's aerodynamics.
Yeah,
for you. Joshy, we are celebrating our 1 year anniversary today, my man. This is crazy. Actually, I remember kind of what we did once we wrapped up like our first season. We looked back at a bunch of like stats and we looked back on memories and things. I'm gonna keep it in a different kind of vein. Today is gonna be a game day. A game day, baby. And you know we love games.
Oh, we do. In fact, we have a pregame, which we just wrapped up.
That's right.
That's our
the name game is in the name.
That's
baby.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
So that means this is the game.
This is the game.
Pre-game.
We
pre-game. We did. We pre-game did.
Let's kick it off, baby. What's good, my friends? This is the official Flash Bros podcast. We are recording Tuesday, September 10th. My name is Sam, and I actually think from this point onward, Joshy, more cohesiveness in who we are as a Flash Bros. More of the ironed-in identity.
Oh, yeah.
And we just made a chores list from our house meeting,
That's right.
And I decided we all were just going to just end with the same name. We got Robbie, we got Drelly, we got Joshy, and I'll be Sammy.
That's right.
Today, my name is Sammy, and I'll be taking command on the voyage with my best mate.
Yeah, man.
It is the Star Warrior himself.
What's up, everybody?
Joshy!
Hey. A whole year that I've been doing this.
Baby. Are you ready, kids? Are you ready, kids? Joshy, my man, in the spirit of how things have been going, I now have the full plan of how the Flash Bros will be. It's taken about 4 seasons. It's taken about a year to get to this point.
Yes.
The Flash Boys. To hit this point of I have what I feel is the perfect recipe for what we will be doing on this podcast, starting with the pop topic today.
Oh, we got a poppy.
Sir. Yes, sir. Coming out of the Prelude, my man, we got our pop topic today.
Yes.
Was a question that I saw in an article, and I said, this is something I absolutely have to ask you, my guy. Okay, this question is going to open your mind, and I want to see where it goes. What, if you could pick one, what is your dream, any franchise,
I'm scared,
launch game for the Nintendo Switch 2?
2?
You get to pick anything. They've been working on this, or you already know it's coming. It could be anything. Give it to me.
I mean, I don't want to be predictable. I don't. But a launch title, Tomodachi World.
Launch title, Tomodachi
Like, to look
World.
forward to that, I would buy the Nintendo Switch 2, like, day one. I'm going to anyways. But come on.
That's not even a question.
That would be, like,
that's
a love letter to me.
Well, I love this because that is exactly... I wanted to really respect the first thing that really came to you, right?
I mean, it's the only thing I'm missing. It really is.
Right.
I would love to say another one, though, because that one's a little obvious, and I've made it very clear.
Okay. I'll give it to you.
Some kind of sequel to Kid Icarus.
Like
some
Uprising.
Kind of the
Uprising format,
some kind of
series.
Yes.
Okay.
Some kind of like that kind of shooter feel with like maybe a little bit more in depth ground missions.
Yeah.
With shooter segments.
I actually am so with you because I feel like something
I
don't have on the Switch right now. There are games like that, don't get me wrong.
Yes.
And maybe the closest thing would be Metroid Prime, but that's still, it's not 4 yet.
Sure.
Okay?
Sure.
And Metroid Prime is still largely FPS. And I feel like from everything I've seen from you, it's not really that at all. If anything, it's kind of like third-person shooter on top of other like grounding elements, right?
For sure.
This is a big hole, I think, in the first-party lineup.
You think so?
I don't think there's a game like maybe Splatoon is coming to my mind.
Yeah,
there's some third-person elements there. Arms maybe a little bit. Those two games are not Kid Icarus though in any way. In
scale, in story, in everything about it. And listen,
you got me. You got me wrapped, bro.
I'm all about
it.
The single player Splatoon, but there's something that is so special about Kid Icarus that I
love it.
I would love to see that. That would probably be second to, because for those things, you know, you know there's a Zelda coming.
Okay.
You know there's
so
a Mario coming.
Now let me prod on then another question. If I just got two out of you, okay? Because I also know you, and I know you're always you're gonna take every inch I give you. You're gonna take 40 miles, bro.
That's
and
right.
I love it. I love it about you. So let's do it again.
Okay.
The Zelda title that is coming to Switch. This is not Echoes of Wisdom.
Okay.
This is you get to pick the art style.
Yes.
The nature of it. Okay. The closest. Give me an example of what Zelda would be closest to this, and go from there.
Okay. You ready?
Yeah.
I'm ready. Because I already have this.
Brand new.
I have this.
Is it a remake?
I've talked about it a little bit.
Okay.
My dream game of Zelda. I am a huge Zelda fan, but I'm also a huge. Not many people know this. This is breaking news.
This has got me shivering in my boots.
Yeah, no one was expecting it. What I'll say, my dream game would be, I'm just going to preface it by saying, I don't think this could ever happen, but I would love to. I would love to.
That's the best part.
I would love it. Right? Come on. It's all about one.
Come on.
This
is like the vein of the anime edition episode.
Yeah,
it's just absolutely ridiculous.
So
let's hear it.
The game would be a highly tied to extremely tied to the Zelda timeline, and would be this is what I would yearn for.
Okay.
I want there to be a solid explanation for what happened with the timeline and what's going on with the timeline. Zelda Breath of the Wild not fitting in Tears of the Kingdom, not fitting, right? This idea that these two new games are out of the timeline doesn't satisfy me. It doesn't.
Right.
And I think there's a lot you could do to retcon and fix. I mean, Takahashi does that all the time. That man is able to fit anything into anything else. Right. He really is. No comment. Pause. No pause. Do you know what pause means?
Pause, no pause.
Do you know what pause means?
Like, stop? What? What are you talking about?
I think it's a little past your generation, I think. Pause? You ever heard that? It's like
pause.
It's like the anti that's what she said. It's like pause. Let me pause myself. Can I teach you this live on air?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So if you ever hear someone say pause after something, the old way you would say it is you would catch someone by saying that's what she said, right? So I said I love you could fit anything into anything, or I said something like that.
And
right?
then you said pause.
And then I said pause. That's the The anti, that's what she said. Because if you, that's what she said. I have
probably actually heard this so many times, and it's gone right over my head. Because I've thought the old school way of pause, right? Which is like, we're talking pause.
Right.
Like a literal pause,
sure.
right?
Yeah. Which is still a thing, I suppose.
It actually is in my workplace, right? I feel like there's specific people talk in certain ways, right? Like, truly, I actually like...
Yes.
Oh, man, we were... Like, talking about this, isn't it terrible? I feel like terrible that in my gen of probably when you were being born, Joshy, the word gay was a word that me and literally all my friends, my teachers, I'm like going to church. Me and all the homies in church, we're all saying gay so loosely. Right. That was just the thing. Even you can go back to movies. And that's how people talked, right? As an example of just how things like change so much.
Right. Oh, absolutely.
It's wild to me.
No, it's just the change of times. Yes. So I'm glad I get to explain this to you. Yeah. So it's like, you could have said that's what she said to me, right? Because I said
you
that.
You were giving me an opportunity.
I did, but I instead said pause.
Well, you saw I was lost. I'm like,
you were like,
I just wasn't even thinking.
I wish you guys could have seen Sam's face. He was like debating. He was like, "What?"
I'm like, is he you want me to input now? Is he pausing himself?
Am I pausing?
What the fuck is happening?
You were staring at me, and I was
literally
like, "You don't know what this means, do you?" Okay.
We were doing the girl eye thing where we're like looking back and forth, and you're still talking. Yeah. I'm like,
huh?
What's happening?
I'm so sorry. Let me get back to what I was saying.
Let's go.
Some way to fix the timeline.
Okay.
The best way you could do it is by going back to where the timeline split. Ocarina of Time, making a direct sequel, which is also a direct prequel to Twilight Princess. Call it Legend of Zelda: The Hero of Time.
Yes.
Do traditional Zelda, however, more open than most. Okay? Similar to the way Echoes of Wisdom looks like it's doing.
I see.
Have some interesting...
By traditional, you mean items?
I mean items.
Dungeons?
I mean linear.
I
respect linear aspect.
I'm for this. I'm a little shocked if I'm not lying, because I know how much you love. I know how much you love the open world nature of Xenoblade, of Zelda, of Breath of the Wild. You've opened yourself up to gaming you didn't used to.
Yes.
Am I wrong?
Absolutely, and I wouldn't say, and you're right,
where you've come from.
But I wouldn't say Xenoblade is not linear to a degree. It is. So I don't know what we would be attacking, right? Yes. But even like those open zones,
talking pretty like conceptually.
Yeah, conceptually.
Just you using the word linear.
Yes.
I just think it's I'm impressed, okay? Because that shows me how deep rooted Zelda really is, like, for you. Because I felt like, if anything, that's where you and I are on. I'm on more of the side of more linear. Yeah, more linear for real. Mm-hmm. The more traditional. The traditional Twilight Princess experience. You know, you don't go. You're only glitching in speedrunning community. That's the only time you're playing that game out of order.
Wind Waker,
dude, going through, glitching the title screen, going to the first Twilight wall, and then you like glitch past as the dog and you go in. It's like, what is this game?
This is crazy.
Changes it, right?
No,
but you're talking like
I'm talking linear with what they've learned from Breath of the Wild and all that. It seems like what Echoes of Wisdom is trying to do, hopefully. And so, but with that aspect said, I love the way they did, me personally, Skyward Sword. Because what it was the lore game of Zelda. It was the lore game of Zelda. And then it feels like all the other games are kind of just placed in their own kind of world.
Well, am I wrong in that when Skyward Sword came out, 2010, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so, too.
It really did wrap up the timeline. It made sense of everything at the time.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every game that had come out at that point, everything had made sense.
Everything made sense.
The era of peace, the era of the sky, all these times, the split of this. So the reason I say this is important is because
I'm seeing your draw because that was hype at the time, right? And I didn't even beat Skyward Sword, right?
Oh yeah.
So is that where you're coming from?
So what I'm coming from is that we have two games that don't sit in the timeline, right?
Yeah.
Because of why?
It's so
are we going to say because Zelda team wasn't thinking? Is that the reason we're going to say it? Or why don't we go to the root of what Skyward Sword was doing and just tighten it a little bit? Best way to do it, bring back the Hero of Time, the character that split these timelines, he already deals with timelines. He's been to 2. He's the only character who's been to 2 of those said timelines. Was a main player in 2 of those timelines, right?
He saw shit.
He saw some shit. But he also, we know, in Twilight Princess, became the leader of the guards, right? Became a royal knight, and then was killed in battle at some point, right? Turned into basically
I'm not satisfied with that, personally.
Me neither.
It's pretty... Like, I get the point of spreading the heroism and courage to other links, other, even just people, right?
Incarnations.
Right. But... Like, the hero of time is pretty much the most significant link, no?
Oh, yeah. I would say, besides, the hero of the sky. Who is
besides the hero of the sky, like the OG, right? So, hero of time being the most, especially because of literally a multiversal timeline split, I feel like we need a wrap-up story of this character.
I agree. And I think that because of his implications and how he's affected it, maybe even the story being when he's much older, right? Maybe not even a traditional traditional green tunic, something a little different. I don't know, you could keep going in that aspect.
Yeah.
I would love to see him with one eye. Just because I love Rex.
That would be sick.
He has one eye. By the time he is the ghost, the hero Shade, has one eye and a scar going across his face. I just think he would look so tough with that long hair. Give him some long-ass hair, scars on his body.
Give him kind of like a Guts Ike look.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because
so then what could you do with that? Because... then you could add in these aspects of, and always Zelda team is going to go crazy, but you could make it a multiversal game. You could make it where you're going in between times, not in a cringy kind of way where it's like, oh, reference this game, reference this game. Different points in time that we didn't see.
Hear me out. Well, like, what if they did? Would you be along the lines then, if I'm hearing you and I'm on board for all of this? Would you think this is wild if like something like, say, Ganon literally finds a way, because he always does, to escape his imprisonment and get back to like reality in this multiverse dimension split. So maybe he does it in this time. Because what timeline is he locked in? Is that the same one?
So
technically,
it's the one that he. Let me just break it down really quick.
Yeah,
he is locked away in 2.
He's 2.
We'll ignore the Fallen timeline right now.
Okay,
but he breaks out in both. However, he's locked away for longer in the first. So there's only...
because he breaks out in Twilight Princess.
We see him attack the Sage of Water, and then we see him literally getting sent to the Twilight Realm. That is the same Ganondorf that was in the original N64 Ocarina of Time, right? That's the same Ganondorf, right?
Yeah.
Same thing with the one in Wind Waker. But because of the fact that timeline lost its hero and wouldn't be resurrected because Zelda messed with the timeline by taking young Link and putting him in a timeline where he
didn't exist.
Yeah. Where he did exist, where he could live out his time.
Right.
But that's removing a Link. And therefore, there was no Link to come for thousands of years. And the 3 golden goddesses had to intervene, which has only ever happened once. My point being, because of everything that happened in the lore of Tears of the Kingdom and what we see with Ganondorf, this is a new Ganondorf. We've never seen Ganondorf get reincarnated the way that we've seen this. Usually it's the spirit of evil, which is demise taking form. Previously it was Valdi, and then Valdi was taken down, and it moved on to Ganondorf in that original as the Gerudo. The only reason he's Ganon in the other games is because he successfully killed Link and Zelda and obtained the full Triforce, continuously looking like the Ganon monster that we see. So with that all being said, I could see a world where there is an alternate timeline, a fourth timeline, where Ganondorf is, he finds some kind of power and is able to mess with the multiverse in some way, causing the hero of time, the original guy himself, to have to, oh, I have a great idea. You know what? Fuck it. Pair him up with a young Link from another dimension. So you have this old Guts-like Link, and then he has this young Link partner protagonist in the traditional green outfit.
Yeah.
And then they almost have this Kratos and Atreus vibe to them. And then you literally have some segments where you play as the young Link and some as the old. And
that would be insane.
I think that would be
even if you went back to crazy. A base and you swapped out with them, like at some points,
or
if
or
it
he's
a story beat.
Yeah, he's some kind of like kind of like Champions in Tears of the Kingdom, the way they follow you around. Do something like that, and you can switch between which one you do. Obviously, you could make something simple like crawling into ledges, but because that fourth, if we're gonna go with this idea that there's a fourth timeline, that Link would have to then exist, or a reincarnation of that Link. Maybe that Link gets the ability to go call out for help, and the one who gets it is Hero of Time. I'm going crazy with this, but come on, you can do some
No, this is legendary.
Zelda
Nintendo
stuff.
You heard it here first.
Come on.
Let's make it happen. I'm so with it. That's beautiful, Joshi. All right.
Thank you, man.
Joshi, let's jump into our multi-tap.
Let's get it, baby.
I'm sorry, not the multi-tap. The Rendezvous.
The Rendezvous.
Let's catch up, bro.
Yes.
Yeah, please.
Let's do it.
Let's do a little catch up. I wanted to start with, I think we were watching Paranoia Agent last week.
Yes, we were.
Okay, and we are 2 episodes away from the end.
We are.
It is very short, as you mentioned, 13 episodes, right?
Yes.
That is one of the most fascinating rides emotionally of a show I've ever seen. And I think it's a great example of, I would put it in like almost like a retro anime category because
like
of
older,
how it, even if it's not even actually made older, but it is, right?
Sure.
Like, when did it come out?
2003.
Okay.
Or
definitely, definitely older compared to a lot of
I
what we do talk about anime-wise on here, right? Besides One Piece.
Sure.
It looks even older than One Piece, though. Like, for real, right? But, oh man, it is in every regard, animation. That's not. We don't even need to be talking about the animation because of what this anime is. Right. But the animation itself, it's so gripping.
Yeah.
Bro.
Yeah, really
how they capture human emotion.
Yeah.
And how they're able, even like these little like facial expressions.
Yeah.
The voice acting is very particular.
Yeah.
It's very interesting.
It is very interesting.
I love it.
We're watching the dub right now.
Yeah.
For those who want to know. I personally, I feel like it's an aged dub because they don't really do dubs like that anymore.
No.
Where they directly translate what they're saying. Sometimes it sounds a little goofy.
A little flat.
Or goofy, or just like why they say it that way. But to be honest, I've found this kind of charm, especially when you first start the show. You don't really you don't really get a feel of the charm that is to come, because I think that one of the biggest things about it is it's very stressful and emotionally kind of jarring for the first 4 episodes. And then you hit that 5th episode, and you're like, "What the fuck am I watching?" Like, you're laughing.
Yes.
You're getting this dynamic of the characters. The animation is so much weirder than you thought it was gonna be. And then you're like, "Okay, now I don't know what's coming." And then that continues. So I wanted to say, with what you've been able to witness so far, because you're almost done with it. I wanted to say, these dynamics, we talked about this last night, these dynamics this show showcases, whether that be social anxiety or natural kind of things that happen socially in our society.
Well, you mentioned mass hysteria.
Mass hysteria is plays a massive part of the theme of the show. What is truly happening? What do we know?
Right.
But then again, it's also beyond that, because it's a very human show, in the sense of, I think we've all felt the way all those characters have felt.
Yeah.
That feeling of wanting there to be an escape, right? For just a moment, to want to be easy way out.
In some
no one
form,
could blame you.
Like.
Responsibility taken off of you completely is such a relatable thing, especially in a society that demands a lot from you.
Yes.
And I'm not saying I would want it any other way, but I would like to say that's social commentary in its own right. We watched that episode, ETC, I think is what it's called.
I think that was the last one.
Was
the buildings.
Yeah, no, that was we watched No Entry. Do you remember that one?
That was the last one.
Ikari's wife.
Yes.
Facing on right in front of Shonen-bat.
Yeah.
Having that almost awakening, where it's like, which by the way, she goes into it perfectly, that sense of like, when you're dreading life and you're ready to give up, that's the moment that you've lost. Because with that idea of giving up is delusion in itself. That idea of delusion, and I love hearing what she has to say about it and what Ikari told her, because you learn a lot about the detective just through that episode. Because
bro.
What she explains about him. She's unable to have kids, and yet he, instead of she looked at herself like a burden, right? And then she started to develop jealousy, or not even jealousy, worry about her husband, or even be like, oh, he's out too late. It's because of me. It's because of all this. And she's like, okay, I'm deluding myself. That's what I'm doing. And the moment that I start to fall into that despair, that's the moment I'm ignoring reality. And humans are not as weak as you think they are, because we can face any reality that's put in front of us. That's the truth. And that is a deep.
I can't remember exactly
show.
how she said it, but something.
She said it like
literally
that.
along the lines of you don't know.
Human beings are not as weak as you think we are. Yeah. And it's like that whole moment of her literally just being like, sit down. That is some of the craziest shit. Because obviously we don't know exactly what Shonen Bat is. But from what we can assume from Maniwa, the other detective, and everything he's diving into, he believes Shonen Bat is this ethereal being, right? That can appear right in front of you and only comes for those who are cornered. Obviously, we have to finish those last 2 episodes, which I think those are 2 of the best last 2 episodes.
Well, you told me specifically we cannot finish them unless we do it back to back.
The next episode is called Radar Man, and holy shit, that's like one of my favorite episodes of the whole series.
Oh my!
But the last episode is my favorite. It's I can remember all of them. This show is incredible.
Yeah.
I also wanted to say,
absolutely blowing me away.
Yeah, about ETC, I wanted to mention that that dynamic of we were talking about this last night.
What happened to that episode?
It was all the stories being told about Shonen Bat.
Yes.
Sorry about Lil Slugger.
Yeah, with the group of women.
The group of women.
The gossip.
So it was just that. It was this gossip kind of stories being told, thrown together, completely untrue, and completely just like out there, outlandish.
Yeah.
But it maybe even involving true aspects. And them just feeding this delusion so heavy. And we kind of followed that main girl who's kind of like, okay, that doesn't make sense, or this doesn't make sense. Or they look at her weird when she, straight up at the beginning of the episode, is like kind of breaking it down more logically.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And she's like, she says something like, oh, yeah, I remember that story. Right. It's like when this, and this happened. And they're all like, yeah, you don't get how it works.
You don't get it.
We're not here for the facts. Like, we're really,
nailing it.
Exactly.
We're actually not here for that.
No, we don't want to hear just what happened.
Yeah.
Like, we want the story.
Let's also deter it, right?
Exactly.
Oh, actually, I heard about it.
Yeah, I heard about that. Oh, I saw that too.
Oh, I know about your husband.
The baseball episode. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
The baseball story they tell.
Yes.
And she's like, that doesn't make any sense. How would
they
know what they're
Said?
saying? Yeah, exactly. And then all of them are like, they're not even listening. They're like, oh yeah, I saw that on TV too.
Oh yeah.
And I think that episode is so fascinating because those ideas, Shonen Bat, I mean, what's his name? Lil Slugger. Maniwa explains it when he's saying that whole speech over the intercom, right? You remember what he says
on
where
on the HZ episode?
Yeah, the that's what it's called, right?
I think it's just
HPZ.
I think it's just HZ for Hertz.
Yeah, Hertz. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're totally right.
Like everything is cryptic and symbolic. Can I tell you what I thought for ETC?
Yeah, ETC,
etc. I thought, I don't know if that's like a direct translation.
No,
or
but
how they use that in like linguistics within like Japanese, right? Like within the language itself.
Yeah.
But that's what I thought of when I saw the episode because everything has a meaning and I'm like, etc.
Totally.
Gossip. It never ends.
It doesn't end. And I was going to say about that is so fascinating because what does that do? Oh, he says, Maniwa says, paranoia nurtures him. Right? That whole idea is what creates Shonen Bat. So they're telling all these stories, making him this mythical, like, super powerful thing. In the next episode, No Entry, we see what that physically does to Shonen Bat. Because these people are telling these stories like, oh, I heard he was 9 feet tall. I heard he had a goblin face. I heard he was like the scariest
Not Shonen
man.
Bat, Lil Slugger.
Lil Slugger, yeah.
Right, yeah.
Same thing, yeah. But yeah, Lil Slugger. Being that guy, right? And
oh man.
But there's something still so fascinating about that character Fox that we learn about. We learn a little bit more about him in that. You remember him?
I remember him in the chat, but I don't remember who Fox was.
He's the fake Shonen Bat. That kid.
Right.
So
yes, that was the detail of like, oh, okay.
Him explaining that whole red aura thing and seeing people and having to attack them. And it's really something to think about because in those moments, he really was saving those people. Because Shonen Bat didn't have to come for them because he was there to save them.
Yeah.
And the truth is that, what did he call it? The what he called that evil.
The evil? It was Goma.
Goma.
Yeah.
So he calls it Goma.
Yeah.
But once we see him removed from the equation, Shonen Bat is killing people. These people are dying, right? Once he's gone, it's no longer a slugging and then you're out. Sorry. I keep saying Shonen Bat.
And then also this idea of he's so in this, that this was like the frustration of the chief, right? Was that this guy is so sucked into the world that he doesn't care that he's killing. He's not even hearing right?
For sure.
I also thought it was really interesting, and I don't know if this is me looking too into it.
No, there's no.
You probably can't,
there's no looking too into this story. That's the beauty.
Hear me out, okay? And you can confirm or deny it. I don't really care.
I'll even just say or whatever.
So in the episode where it's episode 5, where they are finally doing the interview. I'm also trying to keep this vague too because I want to say to everyone out there, this is a must watch anime. If you like anime that literally are like thriller horror,
if you have any enjoyment with toes.
Yes.
You will.
I would say even more so in those themes because this is like every ending of each episode. How can you stop? Really?
I couldn't, Sam.
Dude.
I sat down after work at like 4:30 and I was there till like 11 at night because I was just watching every single episode. Insane. I was fascinated. I literally could not stop watching.
So my question is the thing I picked up on was when they get to that line you talked about how he sees the aura. He looked down at his own hands and he said, "Oh no." And it's making it's doing the whole, it's even goes on the chief's face. Yeah. And he's like, what's happening? Like terrified. And then, but it goes back to the chief and it goes back normal. Right. Yeah. And he's like, don't worry, you're still good.
Don't worry, you're good.
Right.
Yeah.
But then something significant that I'm going to keep spoiler free. Sure. But he ends up at the end of this episode. Right. And it's, that's Fox. Yes. Oh, this makes sense. Yes. Right. So my question is, did he look at his own hands?
That's exactly what he was doing. I saw that this time around. I saw it last time I watched that episode. But I'm so impressed you caught up with that because the way he's looking at it, obviously he's terrified. But this whole idea,
right? And everything's been authentic too. He hasn't made anything up.
Well, here's the craziest part: is that he was, and somehow Detective Maniwa was able to see this right off the gate and was obviously feeding the delusion, but was listening to the truth that was being told because there was truth to
everything
the story.
Was truth.
It was truth. And that's what he says. He's like, no, I'm a holy warrior. Holy warriors don't lie, right? So I went to the old man. He told me where to go. Then I was able to go here and do all this. And Mani was like asking me, he's like, okay, to defeat Goma, you have to do this. You have to get this sapphire to go over here, right? And the chief has no idea what the fuck they're talking about, trying to follow along with all those things. But that's right. That moment of like him seeing his own hands, seeing that aura on himself, knowing he's been driven into a corner, understanding that that's like what's going to happen.
Did he think he was Goma? That's my question.
Well, yeah, he recognized that he was Goma possesses those who have that red aura. So he was one of the next ones. He was going to come, and I love that episode a lot. But the one afterward, I think, is incredible because I love almost Maniwa's kind of divulge into kind of like insanity, right? Where it's like you see a lot of flashes of like what he's thinking about. What he has this dream where it seems like this old guy is like communicating with him through his thoughts, and they're like sharing a meal together. He watches the show with him and sees like that his abilities are almost like something more than we might think, right? Or he understands something that he might not think.
It's trippy.
It really is. It really is trippy. I love the way that's done though, and I think even just that whole scene,
like where he wakes up and he's like, it's like the the still image in front of the window.
Yeah.
Yes,
dude,
it's done very well.
And that scene where I just love their dynamic, Ikari and Maniwa, of like old school, but they both really trust each other. And like that moment of literally him being like the other cops with him, he's like, guys, we're gonna get like our pay deducted for this. He's like, pay deducted? We're gonna get fucking like fired for this if this is wrong.
Yes.
And then but he's like, come on, kid, it's your show. Like I'm trusting you with everything you do, which is crazy because everything Maniwa thought was going on was correct. And that is so fascinating to see because, come on.
No, it is because then that's what also makes the show compelling, Josh. Because with these kind of murder mystery type novels with a bit of
suspense.
But like a fantasy. There's another word. Supernatural. Yeah. Thank you. Like a supernatural element to it.
Right.
You, as the viewer, as the player, what's drawing you in here? And the draw in, seriously, is like, I'm impressed that I literally give a shit so much in such few episodes, right? I personally didn't expect this draw back to the original police force. If anything, it was like, okay, they're setting up for the grander mystery.
Right.
But they're just doing such a great job, truly still, even if I think I understand things better now.
Sure.
I have no answers.
Right.
I need to see how this ends.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Well, have you been playing anything else?
Let's see.
Besides Brawl Stars.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't think I've ever talked about that on the cast.
Really?
I don't think so.
If you want to talk about that.
I mean, there's better times to talk about it. I've just been playing.
We talked about it a lot today. That's what
we did,
Besides Brawl Stars.
No, I have been playing a ridiculous amount of Brawl Stars. That's been a huge part of my gaming world, to be honest with you. Probably the biggest right now beyond Smash. Just because I'm trying to play more. I play a little bit of Xenoblade 3. 2,
yeah,
a little bit of 2.
Okay.
Because I love 2 so much, and I'm just like slowly trying to make my way. To be honest, nothing crazy, but I will say my excitement for what I really want to get into, Astrobot. Beyond excitement at this point. I am so deeply, deeply excited to see this game for myself, to be honest with you, because I dove very deeply into Astro's Playroom.
And you talked about it a lot. That was a big point of hype when we were talking about it.
That was my most anticipated game, basically so far. I think
we had a big
this year
on it. Yeah, that's so hype, bro. Let's definitely report back once.
I absolutely will. I
know one of us will soon.
Josh, wait, can I say something?
Yeah.
We've been playing a lot of that new WarioWare.
We have played
and I just wanted to say that game is so much fucking fun.
Very fun.
I am so amazed with how Wario is still able to make. I say Wario like he's the one making them.
Yeah.
But like how that series is able to keep things fresh while doing new ideas. I honestly I've never played a WarioWare where I wasn't at least impressed a little bit. Even like Game & Wario, I wasn't crazy impressed with a lot of things, but that Gamer, you remember that one?
Yes.
That is so much fun and only possible on a Wii U. Did you ever play it?
Oh, yeah.
You played that one?
Dude. Okay. I played every WarioWare. Yeah. The Wii U one was the one I played the least. I actually have only played it like twice.
You played
I never owned it. I played it, I think at Dusty's place.
Yeah.
Or someone I knew. But I barely played it. I really touched. And then Dusty, actually, when we became friends, that was like our bonding game.
Oh, really?
Was like these fun. He loved Mario Party.
Oh, yeah.
And he loved
Smash.
Smash, obviously. But what is it? Like Rhythm Heaven showed me that, and then like all the WarioWare series, specifically the ones I never played. Touched. I'm sorry, Touched is when I played.
No, Touched.
Mega Micro Games.
Which
was on the GameCube, right?
Yeah.
And I read that in Nintendo Power. It looked good, but Touch was basically the same thing but better. Yeah, really.
Awesome.
But dude, Smooth Moves.
Smooth Moves is
I personally have never had so much fun with the Wii. Than with Smooth Moves.
You think so?
Yeah. Definitely, and I love the Wii had some good stuff.
No, it's got great stuff.
Wii Sports, right? And even there was other renditions of Wii Sports. Remember that one game, Wii Sports Resort?
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
That was great.
That was a good one.
That was a fantastic
I
game.
think we had some of the best.
Smooth Moves is laugh out loud fun.
It really is.
All the little tutorials with the song, and it's like, dude, they went so hard.
No, they went hard as hell. And honestly, like, that's the kind of stuff where I will forever have a love because of, for me personally, Touched, DIY, and Smooth Moves. Was Mega Maker Games? No.
That was GameCube.
There was a Game Boy one, wasn't there?
Wasn't that mini micro games?
Yeah.
Or just micro games, something like that. Yeah, because the GameCube one was literally the Game Boy Advance one, but more.
Yeah.
Right?
Then
That's what it was.
It was like micro games or something.
Yeah. That was like the first true WarioWare game, I think. Are you good?
Yeah, I just hit my knee.
It is knee. Joshy, do you mind if we flash a break?
I don't mind a flash
break. And then we will flash right into the news flash.
Let's do the flash into the news flash then.
Flashing up when I'm flashing down?
I'm flashing up.
Let's flash up. Baby.
Skitty.
Joshy.
Pop quiz. Who says that?
I don't know.
Whose line is that? Oh, really?
Yeah, I don't. Who?
Lil Pump.
Lil Pump? Who the fuck is Lil Pump?
He's an American artist. He creates whimsical tunes, if I do say so myself. Probably a titan of the industry, if I do say so myself.
Okay, coming from a nobody of the industry, sounds like a mascot for Chevron. Lil Pump.
Lil Pump, yeah. Should be. He would do crazy there. Plug.
I'm just saying, bro.
Chevron
by Techron. All right.
Dang.
Joshy.
Yes.
Let's kick off.
Let's kick it.
Our first official section.
Oh, yeah.
Segment, if you will, which is our news flash. Just get the song on.
Beautiful.
Get it on. Get the record going.
Get the record playing. Or as we like to call it, welcome to the Joshimation news station.
News flash. Oh, Joshimation news flash. We gotta get some news flash. News flash, baby. Let's kick it off. Season 4, Joshy, today.
Welcome.
Is brought to you by Joshimation.
Oh my gosh.
And in Phoenix, Arizona, we've got the weather report of 79 to 109 tonight. Don't be disheartened, my friends, because it is looking, if I'm looking at the forecast right now, Joshy, we're looking at this Saturday. It will finally hit 99 for the high, and getting down to 83 by Tuesday. That is incredible.
It was getting back to hot though, wasn't it?
It was getting
quite.
I'll give you that much. But if I'm looking at this schedule according,
yes,
it's going down from here. So
yes,
that is a wrap on our Phoenix report.
On everything we would have to worry about.
Joshua, what do you got for us this week?
Okay, well, I want to bring up the first... Actually, okay, I want to bring this up because it's a little bit older now. I wanted to talk about it last week, but obviously we didn't have an episode of News Flash last week. So I'm going to kind of do what I would like to call catch-up. News catch-up.
News?
If you'd like to.
Yeah, news
like
rewrap.
Ooh, rewrap. That's cute.
Rewind? News rewind?
Ooh,
I like that.
I like it.
All right, I'll write that down.
So, news rewind. Just because in this special case, a couple things happen. I wanted to say, I don't know how much you were looking forward to this, but a big game dropped.
Bro, sorry. Rewind Theater.
Rewind Theater.
It's literally, it's what's in like Xenoblade, right? Oh. Like they have like a rewind, like
it's called Event Theater.
Event Theater.
We could do Event Theater.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah,
I love that. Okay,
so,
got it.
Just mentioning it, just for a second. Star Wars Outlaws did release, which was, I mean, it's been kind of lukewarm. What's the word?
Reception.
Thank you. Yeah, reception off the gate.
Not heard anything.
Haven't heard anything. Have you looked into anything from it?
No.
Okay.
Well, not, but I haven't heard anything, so it's probably not a good thing.
I have only heard mid things. I've heard it's very mid. I've heard it's a little bit more boring than like Red Dead Redemption. It's like kind of that vibe of like it's an open world. Yeah, so it's like,
but that's the thing.
Have a lot going
for me. The danger with those open worlds.
Oh yeah,
you got to be interested, not just that it's a big world.
Oh yeah,
it's too much now.
But also sometimes quantity over quality. Like sometimes, I don't know if this is the case without us, to be honest. I'm just reporting on the fact that it came out, not on the fact that I played it, because I have not played it. And if you have played it or are interested in playing it, please write us in and tell us about what you think about this. Seriously. But just seems like it had kind of a mid reception.
Bummer.
Yeah, kind of a bummer, because it sounded pretty cool.
I'm shocked.
I also can't say I'm shocked. Yeah. Open world, massive projects are hard to nail.
Yeah. Also, Star Wars is notoriously mismanaged.
That's right. It's not doing the best right now. Yeah. So no, you're totally right. Yeah.
It's just a hit or miss, right? Like really it's like that's what I mean. Like if I was starting to hear from everywhere how good it was,
how amazing it was.
Yeah. Which I have been hearing about that with Astrobot. So isn't that crazy?
I also wanted.
In what world is this being overshadowed by Astrobot?
That's right. Well, speaking of, I just also wanted to report that Astrobot has... Actually, no, I'm going to save that.
Yeah.
In fact. Okay. But I wanted to also report we got a brand new trailer for Echoes of Wisdom. Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom, which is a brand new 2D
Guys, if you have not checked out this trailer,
top-down Zelda.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is...
Check out this trailer.
Phenomenal.
It just released... It was only 11 days ago. So a little bit, a little bit over a week.
It's been cooking.
Yeah.
I thought, though, that I'd already seen this trailer, but Josh, you showed me that this is a brand new trailer. Right.
If
y'all are interested at all, we did watch it together. Yes. It's like 3-ish minutes long.
Yeah, it is.
Like that.
It's actually 5 minutes.
It's 5
and a half.
Guys, watch this because I think it makes the game look incredible.
I will say, I think that it's already kind of shown a little bit more than I was kind of anticipating.
Man. Yeah.
Which is silly because, it's a Zelda game. So we should expect the best, to be honest.
We should.
However,
why were we skeptical?
Why were we skeptical?
Yeah.
Me and you, personally? Yeah. Well, the biggest thing for you and I is off the tail of the last I'm so sorry. Top-down Zelda.
Top-down 2D style
Zelda. You and I were left not impressed. Not impressed with the art style. Not impressed with what the visuals added.
We weren't really fans of the art style.
No,
at all. Yeah.
If anything, probably negative.
Yeah.
Negative towards it.
That's what I'm getting at. Yeah. Right? You and I were really not thrilled that this was going to be the art style they chose. Right? And piggybacking on that engine. Because also, don't you remember when you'd hit loading screens?
Yeah.
It would kind of
do the
fizzle in sometimes
it was trying to do the thing. Yeah, I was not a fan at all. Coming off the back of something like Breath of the Wild, which on the same system has 0 loading screens unless you're fast traveling or entering a shrine.
Absolutely right.
Come on. Yeah. You have no excuses there because you're from the same franchise. Okay. So I just want to say a couple things that we see. We see something called the Still World, which I think looks very interesting. A almost kind of reminded me of, what's the one from Link Between Worlds Low Rule. Low Rule. You can kind of turn into...
kind of reminded me a little bit of Pokemon Platinum.
Oh, yeah. With the...
The alternate
it is. What's that called? The
is it like negative space or something like that? Or zero dimension?
Zero dimension.
Is that it?
No.
It's something. It's some kind of like...
But it's reality, what... right? Yeah, but it's what... Giratina is the god of that whole realm.
Yeah, the Shadow Realm?
No, I don't remember. But yeah, you're right. It is very similar like that.
Yeah, you know what I mean, right?
Spaced apart, you kind of have to see, traverse the way you're going through it. Me personally, I was very excited about, there were a lot of things, but I wanted to mention from this trailer, we see this, kind of like Link mode you can take.
Yes.
It's like traditional sword and shield.
Yes.
With a timer and a level. Very interesting, huh?
Very interesting.
Very interesting to me.
It kind of seems like there might be a little bit of RPG elements at play.
Oh, interesting.
Which has been dabbled in, right? Yes. Skyward Sword, I think that was really the first.
Yeah, that was.
I think Zelda 2 was, but we don't count that, right? Like Adventure Link.
Yeah,
right?
for sure.
So Skyward Sword is like the first where really you could level up like your shield, right?
Yeah.
Right? And
like
it had
shield.
Did it have a literal level?
Yes.
It did, right?
It was a level and then it was like what was it called? The durability?
Yes.
Yeah. Which was a part of the level.
So, and that was a small part of the gameplay.
Yeah.
But I agree with you.
RPGs. Yeah, no, I have been saying I love customization. I love leveling up.
Yes.
I love looking.
There is something about getting stronger. Your character getting stronger. Even you could even argue in a loose world that, this has always been a part of Zelda because, dude, one of the best parts is upgrading your equipment.
Oh my god.
Upgrading to the red tunic. That's the point. Getting the red boomerang. Like, you've had the same thing.
Right, exactly.
It's just better.
Yeah.
You don't need it.
Yeah.
But it's badass.
I will say, from this trailer, I think it is going away from that, too. I don't think we're going to have items. I don't think in a traditional sense.
Yeah.
It seems like that Echo is kind of like the... what's the word? Kind of like
the fill-in.
Yeah, the fill-in where you kind of
the gimmick.
Yeah, the gimmick for sure. Which I personally don't have a problem with. I would love to go back to a traditional sense, but I always think Zelda makes up for it. Every single Zelda game. Yeah. Whether or not it makes the games as replayable is up to debate because sometimes once you kind of get the gimmick and you've played it, I would say it's hard to go back and play Breath of the Wild now.
Right.
Now that you've experienced a lot more.
No, I completely agree. So I feel like in retrospect, going back and playing Ocarina, there's something about playing like that it's a linear piece and you're just replaying the piece.
Totally.
But in Breath of the Wild, it's like you are a part of that experience.
Right. That's the experience.
Exactly.
That is the experience. So yeah, I'm glad you know what I'm saying because whatever that says about replayability, I honestly think that should come less when it comes to experience. An experience, I think, is more valuable than replayability because you can't ever recreate that feeling.
I agree. I also want to say that there is something really special about, the replayability aspect of creativity is just unlimited. It's why Minecraft, you can just play it forever, right?
Oh, yeah.
So I really respect in the era of gaming we're in.
Oh, yeah.
Where it's all about the money. It's all about the microtransactions.
Right.
And believe me, I get it, right? I respect Nintendo and their core teams of Mario, of Zelda, right?
Yeah.
And really, they're giving you endless hours of gameplay with these games that they're charging one price for. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty amazing.
I agree. I completely agree with you, and I honestly have always been very impressed with Nintendo and even Zelda team, especially for just doing something so different every time. I really love that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Because there are companies out there that will make the same game over and over and over and over and over. And that's Nintendo. Yeah, that is not Nintendo
Black
at all.
Ops, Zelda Black Ops 2.
Zelda Black Ops.
Okay, let's get another studio.
Zelda, I was going to say Zelda Modern Warfare. Remake of Zelda Modern Warfare. Yeah. I'm going to list a couple more things.
Yeah.
One thing I really, really liked was the traversal. It looked like you could swim, which is one of the first times you ever do that.
That's a great point. Yeah. Jumping and swimming.
And then also wall climbing, walking on trees. All this stuff was shown off.
Yes.
Which I'm pretty sure it wasn't before. No. If so, I missed it.
There was some jumping. Okay. But what we didn't really see, if I remember right, was the whole HUD. We saw the whole HUD now. And something that Zelda always does, if you can jump, that will be a part of the HUD.
Oh, it's huge.
That's not present.
Yes.
It doesn't confirm it, but it gives me excitement that this is very much it's really taking from if you remember in Ocarina, there's no jump button.
That's
it jumps
go
when
to
you
a
need
ledge,
to, right? Yeah. And it's done so well. So
I agree.
If traversal is really the thing they're pushing here about you can go anywhere, dude, I think it's really going to be seamless.
I think so
it's
too.
Gonna be, you just move and you go.
I absolutely agree.
And that's really hype, especially swimming. That's not normal in a top-down Zelda. I don't know if you know.
I don't think it's ever been in any top-down Zelda.
No. So, in fact, it's few Zeldas where swimming is really a core aspect without some special gimmick.
I think maybe, without a special gimmick.
A suit, maybe an item, something like that.
What were they called? Those, the DS ones. They might have been.
Phantom Hourglass?
Phantom Hourglass might have.
Oh, they might have.
I think they did a little bit, just because I remember seeing the little orb that's from... Because you can't swim forever because you can swim.
Right, so that's an element too. It's like in Wind Waker, they brought in the stamina.
Stamina with the swimming, yes.
So
it's an expansion on it.
I would say you can't really, that's different, okay? Yeah. That's you shouldn't be in the water, you're going to drown, but you can do it. No, this looked like it was very limitless and it was awesome.
Yeah, I agree completely. I just want to list off a couple more. I love seeing all the different races, all the different characters. What's his name? Dompe?
Dompe, bro.
He was there. So you see Dompe one more time. It looks like Volvagia.
Yeah, that's how I pronounced her.
You say Volvagia?
Volvagia.
Volcano.
Volvagia.
Oh, anyway. Volvagia. Yeah. I'll say it with you.
Volvagia.
That is a tough thing about those Zelda games. They don't say the names of any of the characters.
Yeah. So I'm stuck with a lot of these from like what I always
when you were a kid.
Said,
I always said Volvagia.
Volvagia. Okay.
He's back.
Crazy.
Cool stuff.
One of my favorite designs.
That visual is so cool of a dragon just like looping across the room.
Right.
Giant lava everywhere. We saw a little bit of some dungeons. That was just hype to see because, what other bosses could show up. That's what I'm saying. The beauties of Zelda games in general. Doesn't matter what style it's in. We saw Gordos. We did see Gordos, actually. We did. Holy shit. We saw Gordos.
But I saw
your say Goron. I didn't say Goron. It's fucked up because we have Gordos, Gorons, and Gerudos. Okay? That's a hard thing.
One of those is Ganondorf. Find out which one. I hear you, bro. Mario naming is the same way.
Yeah.
So is Kirby.
Also, River Zora and Sea Zora. This might be the first game where both of them are.
You mentioned that
one game, which
is a timeline disruptor.
I was gonna say as a timeline.
Hear me out. What if this game is the multiverse? It opens up to the multiverse here, and it makes the game you want possible.
I like the idea. What it looks like is overthought and just putting whatever they want in, which is fine. You know what? Last thing I want is the Zelda team, to hold themselves back for some reason.
Yeah.
Even if it's lore.
Yeah.
Even if it's lore, as sad as it makes me, that's the truth. And you gotta just let it be what it is. So but that is exciting. River Zora. At least they didn't forget about them.
No.
Right? River Zora. They're a big part of. The Fallen timeline there, that's what Zora devolve into.
Right.
But even just like, you can retcon things. You can have a River Zora and Sea Zora. Just this idea that the Sea Zora maybe just split off. I don't know. Just interesting stuff to think about.
Yeah.
That was honestly all I wanted to talk about from the trailer. Okay. Are you thinking anything?
Not really.
Then
I think you pretty much covered it. Yeah, I just am hyped. I'm more hyped than I initially was by far.
Dude, yeah.
It is definitely going to be something that we're going to be talking about before the end of the year.
Oh yeah.
When it comes out, what? September. Is this September? September 26th or something? Or is it October? It's coming soon.
I'll look it up. I don't remember. Oh. Yeah, September 26th. Yeah.
Hell, let's go.
Hit it perfect.
It's coming out soon.
Yeah, that is coming out soon. So yeah, we have that little.
You want to do a crack?
Sure. Yeah.
We interrupt
I didn't
broadcast
even see
for it.
3, 2, 1. Nice.
Beautiful.
Cheers.
BEA beautiful. Thank you, Joshy.
You're so very welcome. To be honest, that might be the only thing I wanted to report on.
Hey, that's cool.
From the past.
From the top.
Yeah, I don't know. Actually, there is one interesting thing. So we are getting. This is so crazy. Okay, so we're getting pretty deep into the story of One Piece. The manga is going insane, and because of that, because the manga is going so wild, the anime is about a year behind, but it's getting to some of those craziest parts. One of the biggest things is the what we're gonna call the main villain, the mastermind of the whole story and the world government and everything. We don't know anything about. We don't even know their gender. We don't know what they really look like. We know that like a shadowy figure of them,
like an outline.
That's it.
That's it.
Really, and their eye color, I guess, and because that's all we really see. And this was just this last Sunday. We got an episode where they were supposed to speak in the manga, which you can pull off in a manga. But how do you pull that off in an anime? You'd have to hire an actor, and therefore we would know whether or not it's a boy or a girl.
I
see what I'm saying.
I see what you're saying.
So what they did, which is very exciting. They made it very ambiguous, put a full filter over their voice.
Of course.
And it sounds almost like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
And then they didn't credit anyone in the credits.
No, they
literally
didn't.
No, take a look at this. They literally did mystery. 3 question marks is how they credited them.
I just saw the picture.
Yeah,
so
I just showed them a picture.
What?
Yeah. So
nothing like this has ever been done.
No, right? It really, really has not. And I don't know what to think of it. Really, I mean, there really is nothing to think of it because it could be anything. The voice sounds.
They're covering the tracks, man.
Yeah, it could be a boy or it could be a girl. We don't know. We really don't know.
You
anything.
Heard it?
Yeah. It's. I mean, I would play it now, but I feel like it'd just be kind of.
Does it sound like one of those like?
I could play it. What? So pretty terrifying. Yeah. We. I could not tell you if that's a boy or a girl. I couldn't tell you. And I think they did it on purpose.
What's Emu?
Emu's the name of the person. That's all we know.
Emu.
So, just a little bit of lore, if you guys want to know.
I want to know.
One Piece exists in a world where the world government sits at control, the pinnacle of the world. It's the police force. It's the Marines.
It's everything.
That's what runs this world that they live in. They are made up. The world government theoretically is made up of 26 different kingdoms that all have leaders that come together. So we've seen a lot in our adventure with the Straw Hats. Alabasta is a kingdom. Dressrosa is a kingdom. Elbaf is a kingdom. Drum Island has a king, obviously. And so all those guys come together for what's called the Reverie every single year. They're supposed to meet up and they all talk about things.
Oh, okay.
The whole vibe is supposed to be that one person runs this world, right? No one person does. They even have a symbolic imagery that they built. Every original king, when the world government was first formed, stabbed a sword into this like mound by this chair with massive stairs going up to it. That was the one we saw Emu walking up to. It's called the empty throne. No one's supposed to sit there. It's the whole point. And Emu sits on that throne. So Emu is the shadow government who runs this whole thing. Basically, the big bad. For some reason, Emu doesn't want the Void Century or any of the secrets of the world or the past or anything to be known by the people. Because the truth is, what I believe, the world government is the villain, right? There is a reason that this person wanted all this power and is actually the bringer of the apocalypse. The whole world, I mean, what we're learning is that, the world didn't always look like it did in the One Piece world. So, and I think that's fault of Emu. Sorry. So very exciting stuff if you're a One Piece fan.
I'm very curious. I hope you know.
Thank you.
Like this is really, really interesting.
Good, because it's very interesting stuff.
I'm just so fascinated always from afar of like One Piece and its current state, and how big it pushes. And how symbolic yet original it is.
Oh yeah,
it's so amazing.
I think One Piece is one of the biggest, most epic stories ever written, and it's all for a reason. I tell people that all the time, is that there is real political commentary being made. Real political commentary. It's not just a fun story. Oda is writing every single piece of this story with purpose, and I really, really respect it.
It's huge.
Okay. Yeah, very exciting stuff for your One Piece fan. I'm gonna move on to one more fun thing. Should I end it on a sad thing?
You know what? I do have something I wanted to bring to the table to the news today. So why don't you put your sad thing in right now?
Okay.
What you got?
Because all I want to do was talk about Astrobot as the thing. Yeah.
Okay.
Are you talking about that too? Or what's
it's something that is just a conversation starter.
Yeah,
but it's tailing from news, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. So
okay, yeah, all right. Well, I'm gonna say the sad one then.
Yep.
I'm gonna get our tears, going pretty hard. I'm just gonna read this article from CNN. James Earl Jones, iconic actor, memorable voice of Darth Vader and Mufasa, has died.
No.
At 93. I know I keep reporting. I know. He was old.
Holy crap.
I know I keep reporting deaths, but
hey,
I feel that it's important to recognize exactly.
In history, man.
Exactly.
Like,
I was gonna say. I mean, no matter what you say, Darth Vader might have one of the most memorable voices of all time.
Ever.
He also is obviously a huge part of that movie, Lion King. I think that's one of the best voice performances.
Mufasa is one of...
It's so good, dude. I'm telling you.
Stop!
Seriously, an incredible actor. And I just want to say, seriously, huge. For an African-American man working in the industry back in the freaking 50s. Seriously, made not only a name for himself, but never let those things stop him.
He was really tall, right?
He was big. I don't think he's as tall because he didn't play Darth Vader in the suit. He just did the voice. Okay. Yeah, he just did the voice. He just passed away. I think it was this morning, or if it wasn't, it was yesterday. Yesterday morning was when he passed. Which
R.I.P.
Huge R.I.P.
Yeah.
And very, 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 very iconic.
Yeah.
And also a huge part of my childhood.
Hey, man. Seriously.
I watched Star Wars growing up.
Oh, yeah.
And I was terrified of his voice. I always thought it was scary. And I used to have this Darth Vader figure where if you pushed a button, it would say things like, "You don't know the power of the dark side. The Force is with you." And it would say those.
I love that.
Recreate all of them. But
I had a helmet.
That's what I had.
Yeah, we had the voice changer.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Did it have the buttons?
So fun. It did.
Yeah.
That's probably exactly what it is.
Had the exact same one.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Yeah,
so that's bridging the gap of you and me, even if we're a generation apart.
Yeah, dude, absolutely. What's this guy's name again?
James Earl Jones.
James Earl Jones.
Yes.
Yeah, big shout out, man.
Huge.
For real. Huge. Okay. So Astrobot is gonna be your big piece here.
I want to talk about it.
Okay.
I don't want to go too deep into, because I want to still experience all this stuff for myself. Yeah. But I just thought I would mention, because of how excited I was about this game. You and I talked about this precast.
Yeah, we did.
But it just came out on the 6th, which is extremely hype.
Yeah. Well, that was 4 days ago. So
exactly.
Where is the publicity?
So what we're looking at right now. What is the
reception?
What we're looking at right now is a beautiful rating of a 9 out of 10.
9 out of 10.
From IGN.
From IGN.
So that's
I respect IGN scores.
Perfect. I was going to say.
Pretty much all the time.
I usually do. I really usually
especially
do.
nowadays.
Exactly. I think that they've gotten their shit much more together.
Yeah, it's dialed.
94 on Metacritic. That is not something to... That's not massive. In the 80s. That's a 94. Okay?
Dude.
And more reviews are coming in. Sorry for
crazy good.
I didn't even think about it.
Very natural.
It's not even like I played games that are like 81s, and I was like, holy shit, this is amazing, right?
Oh, yeah.
So a 94 is incredible. The Google reviews, or whatever they're called, the Google...
Yeah, like Google reviews?
Yeah. 96% people.
That's
like
nuts,
so that's not something to scoff at.
No, that makes me really excited. Especially all this other stuff that you mentioned about like it being like the best PlayStation platformer.
That's what we're hearing.
Best modern platformer. I'm so stoked because I probably last had this experience with Odyssey.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's kind of bringing me back to that because have you watched the trailer? You seen anything about it?
Not the newest one. No, I haven't.
Yeah. So I want to say also people are reporting that a free DLC is coming later this year, already announced. So
no way.
Yeah. I mean, they're just bringing it already. I don't know why they would do that, but
that's crazy.
Seriously cool.
Hey, okay, Power World coming in.
Power World, some Power World business. There's a lot of people genuinely saying like this is one of the best 3D platformers there is. Like this is a contender for Game of the Year.
Dude.
This is a contender for some of the best Sony made 3D.
Dude.
So yeah, these people
I'm so stoked.
This guy here, MW-B, one day ago said, do you enjoy platform games? If your answer is yes, then you should definitely buy Astrobot for the PS5. Basically says it's one of the it's got challenge, it's fun, and that's honestly something I get a little worried about too. I don't want a tough game, or sorry, I don't want an easy game.
Yeah,
no, you know what I mean. But
balance is so important.
Balance is
in
important.
Platforming
That's what I've been
games.
hearing.
It's probably everything. These
reviews, Sam, these are all just the most recent reviews. I just found one 4-star. These are all 5-star reviews. Like, people are raving about this game. A lot of people are saying it's just got the same kind of nostalgia vibe of the PlayStation games, which was still one of my favorite parts of that original. I just love that whole Odyssey did it so well of just like bringing up all those old Mario titles and letting Astrobot be that literal icon of the PlayStation 5 or the PlayStation is so exciting. And I genuinely can't wait. I might even quench my thirst tonight by playing. They did a free DLC update for
Astro's Playroom?
Yeah, they added a bunch of not a bunch, but they added some new things to find in each level. There's some stuff you can find.
Oh, really?
So, very cool.
Well, I think you should get it ASAP, my man.
I really will. I think I'm gonna wait till payday, and I think once I get paycheck, I'm gonna.
That's definitely something I want to play with Kendall, like ASAP. That sounds phenomenal.
It's sitting at a solid $70, but if so far it seems like no one's frustrated with the price point. People are treating it like it's a because AAA,
especially all those review platforms you said, they will definitely mention the price.
Oh, that's a big part of it. Sometimes, I mean, even like I'm pretty sure Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze.
Yeah, the reason it didn't score so high,
is not because less of a score than the original.
Yes,
because it was sold as a $60 game,
right?
With a little bit more content while being a 10-year-old game.
Right. So
that's something they will remember. And that's still a 94 on Metacritic, 96 on Google reviews, and a
well done, Astrobot.
IGN.
I'd say that is a dub for PlayStation.
It's a dub for us, man. We get another freaking 3D platformer that is fun to play.
No, it is. It is.
Competition is nothing but good.
This is a great segue, Joshy, because I want to wrap our NEWSFLASH today with, what
Let's do it.
Is probably not a dub for PlayStation.
Oh, I'm worried.
It is the recent reveal of the PlayStation 5 Pro.
That's right.
Yeah. So let's dive into that real quick.
Yeah, we should.
Okay?
We talked about this a little bit earlier.
We did. Yeah. Because it was like headline news as soon as I opened my phone's news today. Right. Here's the deal. This is the upgrade you get from base PS5 to the PS5 Pro. You get obviously a GPU and a RAM update. Okay, the RAM speed sees a larger increase in comparison to like the PS4 Pro compared to the base model.
So it's more than
RAM wise, we're getting more than what we've seen. Right. GPU wise, we're actually not. They're basically optimizing the console. Kind of what I said when we were at like precast, right? Is that they had a pretty big video about it, and I watched a lot of it, but it's like an 8-minute video, kind of the unveiling and the behind the scenes from Sony of the PS5 Pro.
Right.
It's the lead designer talking about all these things, and it's pretty interesting. One of the things he said was what they noticed in all these games where they're trying to push the hardware and software specifically of the PS5 is that they can't do everything, so it'll give you a like ray tracing option, right? Fidelity, or they'll give you a FPS option, right?
Yeah.
Performance. And most people by a landslide pick the performance.
Right.
So they're trying to basically they kind of formulated this system, it seems, around that concept of making everything performance and then pushing the fidelity from there instead of like giving the option because people are picking it anyway.
Right.
And it's using something they talked about this before in the rumors, but they are using AI computation technology to upscale and get the graphics better because the actual hardware will be focusing on the frame rate. Pretty interesting.
It's very interesting.
Let's take this out of the conversation of like all the could be's.
Sure.
We haven't seen it yet.
We haven't.
Right? To be honest with you, Joshy, we're still, the conversation I think is we're still in a generation where 95% of the games you can play your PS5, you can also play on PS4.
Yeah, absolutely.
And most people do.
Yeah. It's true.
Most people don't care.
Well, there's a lot of people out there that are still rocking PS4s.
Exactly.
The PS5 has not exactly been a system seller.
Yes.
It's been a kind of a a gamer's
like
upgrade.
Exactly.
Right? You know,
it's a luxury.
Like that's for the luxury of a gamer.
Exactly.
Not for the necessity of game playing. It's just like Apple. And that's what I was saying.
Exactly what you brought up
today.
Yes.
It's feeling a lot like it, especially because I think we should talk about the price point.
Exactly.
I think we should.
Let's wrap up what the article says,
yes.
which is the revealed price point of the PS5 Pro coming out later this year. I don't even have a release date here, but it's coming out like holiday sometime.
Sure.
It is $800. $800?
Come on.
Wait, I'm sorry.
Is it?
It's $600 for the base. That's what it is.
Oh, it's $700 with the disc.
It's $600.
Okay.
For the base model, which has no disc drive.
Right.
And so and it has no vertical stand. So to get the vertical stand and the disc drive, you're spending just under $800.
$800, yeah.
And in other countries like Europe, it's over $800. Oh my gosh. How does that make you feel?
Well, initially, obviously, I mean, this is not the newest type of tech, price point that we've heard of.
Right.
You know, I mean, the whole almost like business motto of Apple is that exact idea, right? But I think this really does come down to what a company feels they're able to get away with. And Sony is at this point where they are sitting on top of the console wars. The console wars are really over. Nintendo barely played a part in them.
Nintendo doing their own thing.
And Xbox is really like their own thing. They're done with the warring over getting an Xbox or PlayStation. PlayStation is sitting on top, sitting pretty too. And this makes me worried, not just for the systems coming up, but also the games. What does it mean to need to have a Sony PlayStation? What does that mean, right? Are we valuing performance over everything? Are we pricing things at a reasonable time? Are we releasing things that maybe aren't ready yet? Because we can. Because we're the only video game console company out there right now. Really something to think about. And honestly,
something to think about, bro.
It's pretty disappointing, you know. I mean, I'm a huge fan of Sony. I'm a huge fan of PlayStation. And honestly, you know, I felt the PlayStation 5 was, you know, it's a little pricey, but for the most part, it's pretty reasonably priced for what it contains, liquid cooling, and the graphics card it's sitting with. It's pretty nice. And for it's like $400. You'll run yourself. That's stand included.
Right. Stand included. Digital edition. $400. Right. Sure I think it's cheaper now. But
it's cheaper for sure.
When it first came out, right?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it came out at $399.
It was $399. And so it's just a little disappointing.
I think so.
I think it's also just, we'll have to see. If we're talking like this thing is rivaling a PC, maybe we'll talk about prices then. But at the same time, I mean, come on.
Yeah.
What are we chasing?
Right.
Here?
Because then wouldn't we be talking about what the Xbox is trying to be the whole time? Right?
What are we doing? Yeah.
Exactly, bro. Yeah. I have a list here, Joshy, too, of the games that they have officially confirmed are going to have significant upgrades for the PS5 Pro. It's not very many.
If Xbox are on there, I'm pissed.
I have the list here. It is Alan Wake 2, Assassin's Creed Shadows, Demon Souls, Dragon's Dogma 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, Gran Turismo 7, Hogwarts Legacy, Horizon Forbidden West, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Ratchet & Clank, Rift Apart, The Crew Motorfest, The First Descendant, and The Last of Us Part 2. So I'm going to be honest, on briefing the list, half of those games were a sell to get a PS5 originally. Half. Right? Like, it was like, this was the reason you should buy a PS5.
Right.
Because half these games are literally playable or came out originally on the PS4.
That's what I was.
Then they were enhanced. Now we're enhancing it again. I'm with you.
Yeah.
What are we doing?
Yeah, what are we doing?
I honestly, I just think the focus is... Here's what I'm afraid of, Josh.
Yeah.
What I'm afraid of is Sony really shooting themselves in the foot here. Because they're now reintroducing the thing that made them get destroyed 2 generations ago. When they came against Xbox 360, they had the PS3, and they showed off the price point of $5.99. They were the laughing stock. I get now that things are more expensive. I get like where we are progressively with society.
We get it.
But I really think right now money's tight.
Yeah.
Not everyone's making like money that we can just throw at games. We're kind of like past this era of like everyone's got all this free money.
Right.
I get that the gaming industry is very, very successful, but I think I am just afraid that this is going to bomb. And what's going to happen is the software is going to struggle, studios are going to struggle, and Sony is going to be misguided on what the community actually wants. Because I think a large part of the community really wants a handheld thing, not a PS Portal, an actual handheld device, right? And we had a Vita. Yeah. And so instead of going this route of Vita 2, or even in some parts, I mean, that's why Astrobot's exciting. That's a deviation.
Yes.
A platforming game by PlayStation, man. That's
with
the right
PlayStation
direction.
As the IP,
yes, this is like PlayStation's baby. It needs that desperately, right? The All-Star Battle Royale was not that, okay? No Smash Killer by any means.
Not even close.
So, do you know what I mean? Like, they're going to be approaching, I'm seeing 2-3 years out, Sony's shareholders are going to, in Japan specifically, are going to be saying, this is a terrible idea.
Yeah.
And it's going to like dramatically alter what the PS6 is going to be. That's kind of where I'm at.
So I'm with you 100%. I'll say even to an extended degree. What do you think the value is of a PlayStation, right? That's something that I think every gamer had to think about, especially when it's, what are you getting, PlayStation or Xbox, right? And for me, personally, the reason that I didn't get an Xbox growing up, and I got a PlayStation 3, and then eventually a PlayStation 4 with my own money, was the idea of software games, right? Not really the tech behind them.
No.
Right? And I think, obviously with a Pro, you're going for tech. You're going for strong. You're going for powerful. But I just feel like we are at this point where the PS5 is not using the tech it already has in order to make PS5 games that are of value. You're telling me that in that list that you just gave me, there were multiple PS4 games?
Literally.
PS4 game.
Alan Wake 2?
Yeah. Last of Us Part 2, which came out and ran for me personally, which I played on a PS4. I played that fine.
Yeah, okay, I will say that is the remastered version.
Yeah, I know.
That is on PS4 right?
No, not the remastered one.
The remastered
PS5. Remaster is PS5. Okay. And you're right about that. Yeah, that is
But
different.
Still, we're talking about a remaster remake here.
Remaster gets... Come on. This game... And you know what? Some that people were saying was, guess what? This game already looks amazing. What the fuck are you talking about, remaster?
Right.
We don't want that. Yeah, that's not something we're yearning for. I could play that PS4 version on my PS5 and be completely fine with it. Right? Yeah. So once again, it's like, what are we doing here? What are we what is of value?
That's
what
the
do
question.
We care about?
I think people are with us, Joshy. Let's write in, guys.
Yeah.
Especially in the comment section on our Q&A on Spotify. Guys, let us know what you think about everything involving the PS5 Pro, because I think this is opening up a wide door that Sony didn't necessarily foresee of controversy. So, unfortunately.
I agree.
Joshy, let's segue now into the main topic. But first, my friend, I have a very special list here of some guests of the show. Some might even call them the family members of our show, of our crew. Today, Joshy, I have a list of our gold tier sponsors. This is a very special list, my friends, of the people who've been involved in the show, starting since day one, and even some we've met along the way.
The gang.
We've got a gang of 9 here, plus some bonus members. Who are involved with this podcast and making it possible. So we've got Mama Annie. And Daddy Mike in the house. Very special gold tier sponsors. Specifically, Joshy and I's parents.
It's our parents.
It is.
They're not together.
No.
But they're separately our parents. But
absolutely.
It's funny because it's my dad and your mom. So yeah.
It's a great dynamic, man.
It is great.
It's it feels amazing to have that family support.
I agree.
Right?
Shout out my dad.
Straight up. Shout out to both of them. Seriously, Mikey, thank you for being here. Especially because you listen to the show so much.
Yeah.
Always happy to have you, bro.
Love it.
Along with Donald Duck.
Oh,
the man,
yeah.
the myth, the legend.
Big Donald D.
We know he's out there.
We know.
I hope he's not a Heartless by now.
No.
But
we know he's fully intact.
Yeah.
We know he's okay.
And I want you to know, buddy, if you did become a Heartless and nobody's on the loose, we will save you. Yeah.
We will.
I think we can make it a mission here. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Yeah. It's outside my room. I do. I have a legitimate Keyblade. Donald, I'm with you, bro. Speaking of the living room, we got Queen Kendi out there.
Queen Kendi.
Being so patient, always waiting for us.
A wonderful birthday.
We did. We mentioned that in pregame. We got to celebrate
with her. So happy birthday, Kendall.
Happy birthday.
Yeah,
beloved 27.
Yeah.
So we're all kind of coming off of recovering from.
That's right. We are just a tad.
Yeah,
I would say.
Yeah. We're a bit tired, but it's been a great weekend of recovery because that place is like vacation.
It really is.
The Sutherland household. You know who was also there, right? We had a couple of guys from the Flash Force.
Oh
actually.
yeah, we did.
We had John Rao,
That's
the
right.
fourth, Johnny Bravo,
my man,
and Sweet A Draw.
Sweet A,
right, man.
Big Sweet A was there.
Part of our family, Sweet A Draw, personal roommate as well.
Oh yeah,
and we always give him a huge shout out. Josh, you want to take it away?
Yeah, absolutely, he does do Twitch streaming. He was just streaming the other night, in fact. But you got to check him out. It's at Sweet A. That's Sweet AYEEE. Three
right.
E's. Very important to remember the 3 E's because you're saying it like Sweet A.
Sweet A.
Sweet A.
Picking that up, buddy.
Right.
We've also got Lene Lovelady in the house today.
I was hoping I would see her at your bar. She doesn't work nights, or?
She actually just took that Saturday. Wait, you came on Saturday, right?
Yes.
Yeah. We didn't have the bull riding, and so because of that, we were definitely significantly less busy than normal. True. So, she already does so much. She's like full-time mom and full-time teacher. So anytime we don't really like need both of us there, usually I'll be the one to work. We used to alternate, but I feel like she trusts me enough now to run that bar without her, and she also is so busy and has another job. Sometimes she just can't.
Yeah.
Right? It's always nice to have me, her, and my other guy, another member of our Flash Force soon, very soon. But another gold tier sponsor with us is Mikey Sandoval of the Sandoval 7.
Absolutely.
Shout out also to Tayden as well, man.
Huge shout out to him. I'm so glad I got to see Mikey.
Me too, bro.
At the very least.
Yeah.
Which is not the
least.
Love
Mikey so much. I hope you guys got to talk a bit too.
We just got to talk for a minute. He was still working, of course, but
yeah. Well, that dude's like a workaholic, and we just love him dearly. Gotta take care, but.
He's taking care of his family.
I know, man. He's a superhero.
He's a man of the house, yeah.
He is. And speaking of man of the house, our last member of our gold tier sponsors is Azarel Huncho.
He's always the man of any building he walks in.
That's right, dude.
That's what I'll say.
Yeah.
Huge shout out to Azzy, my older brother. Love him so much.
Love you so much, my guy.
Yeah, he's the greatest. He also does the greatest YouTube videos on YouTube. He does. So go check him out. He's at Azzy X Huncho. That's AZZYXHUHXU. Fuck. AZZYXHUNCHO.
Nailed it, baby. That's right. That's right. When he was on our pregame episode for our season 3 finale. So
very fun episode.
Yeah, very fun. Huge, with 4 people, which is crazy. So if you want to know what we're talking about, as a gold tier sponsor, you have access to all of our premium content, which is all over on our Patreon page, linked in every episode in the episode description.
That's right.
And we'll get into more of like that we call that our multi-tap. It's like get connected.
Yeah.
And we plug that at the end of every episode. So look forward to that once we get wrapped up. But I do have another special shout out for more Dory.
Oh yeah.
In the house.
Speaking of that episode, he was also on that episode.
He was also on that episode.
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Big more Dory.
And Azzy. Yeah, it was beautiful.
That would make Dory's second time being on the show.
Yes.
He was also the first ever person to be on the show.
That's right. Episode 3, baby.
That's right.
Yep. First special guest. Yeah. He's got his own YouTube channel. If you want to see kind of more of the roots, this is before the time of the Flash Bros.
Way before.
Way before. But we were all roommates. Me, Joshy, and Dory lived in the house. Dory started. You gotta see
the first episode if you want to see the 3 of us all kicking it.
Yes. That channel is More Dory, one word, and that's over on YouTube. So go check that out.
MOREDORI.
You got it.
Can't forget it.
Dory. We also got Baywatch Brad does all of our music.
Big Brad. Which, we just listened to some music earlier, right?
We were. So I'm finally gonna get that. Actually, I'm gonna get the flashbacks episode.
These guys would have heard it by now, right?
Yes, yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna get that posted. I was supposed to post it this morning, but low key the music had to be tied in.
Gonna be mad.
Oh, I think he already texted me. Actually.
Oh, did he?
Yeah. Yes. So I gotta let him know. I appreciate. He's always keeping me on track though. You know what I mean? Has to. As do all of our Gold Tier sponsors. But the final member of our Flash Force here is Demon Hunter Caleb.
Big Caleb.
My man. Yeah, love this guy. Big shout out. We got to catch up a little bit last week, which is really nice because we haven't been able to really talk so much. He hasn't, but he brought it up specifically. He also specifically said, now that you just reminded me, he said it was like a dream episode, us doing the episode on Xenosaga episode 1.
Episode 1?
Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
Did he listen to it?
What is it called? Zerwil der Macht?
Zerwil der Macht.
Zerwil der Macht. Yeah. That episode he said was like a dream he just never even thought could happen because from his perspective, when him and I became friends, which was I was 18, bro. Right. So, this is like our meeting.
Right.
But from the past. Right. And he introduced me to Persona,
right.
Really to Final Fantasy, a bunch of stuff. He's what a legend, right?
Formed a lot
But one of the games he always told me about that I never got into was the Xenosaga series, which was his favorite, right?
That was his
favorite? Said, yes. He said it's always had such a special place in his heart. Yeah. He's played through the trilogy, and he has never met another person ever in real life who's played the series. Wow. So listening to you talk on the podcast with me about it 10 years later, he said it was like fucking his mind, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, isn't that crazy?
That's so awesome, man.
Yeah.
Tell him I'm so happy.
You're telling him right now.
I would love
He's pretty caught up in the cast.
Dude, Caleb, seriously, I honestly have shared that sentiment recently, especially with this whole idea of falling so deeply in the lore, but also the story and the way it's done, the characters, everything about it is incredible. It's so funny. I was walking by Robbie's room earlier, and I wanted to make a joke about the I need to remember what I was gonna say. It doesn't really matter, but it was just a very clear reference to Xenosaga. It was like what the hell is it called?
Xenotypical?
Yeah, Xenotypical, whatever.
Yeah.
But it was like I remember having this feeling of like, damn, I can't really talk about this with really anyone,
right?
Just because of how little people I know that have ever played this game. The real reason I've gotten into it was because of the online community. It's very strong.
Yeah.
So I know the feeling real well. Seriously, Caleb, I know it very well.
Just so
and
cool,
sometime soon, whenever we can all get together, get something going, we'll talk about it. We'll go deep into it because I am all about. Right now, I'm still playing through 3, and it seriously is incredible. It's so freaking good. I am so impressed with how the series is able to just make these characters so freaking compelling. I'm like hooked by the drama with them. There's remember Alan? I told you about Alan.
Yes.
That character who's like the goofy guy that everyone's kind of just like poking fun at. He's just like such a dog. He's such a good guy, and he has such a big crush on the main character Shion. And there's just so many good interactions between them in this third one that I'm just like addicted to. I just love seeing those interactions. And seriously,
you care,
it's
man.
It's good. I care so much, so deeply.
It's so awesome.
I want to play so bad.
Well, before we get back to Xenosaga, Joshy, let's now officially jump into our main topic today, which we are at our 1 year mark, my friend. This is our official season 4 premiere with the new music, with everything. I'm excited to be here. I do have a very fun game planned for us today, which I talked about in the pregame. But before we get there, I think I just want to take a minute to say I'm grateful for everything that has been a part of this process from the beginning, from inception, from years of cooking up ideas and being like, I think I want to do this. I don't know. I got to find the right guy. Right. I don't know. And then even looking back to where we started, we're in that room that just like needed temperature control so bad. We'd overheat. We'd be freezing.
Cold,
we could hear every noise in the house.
Right.
We're on one microphone and a table,
right?
And granted, we're still.
I mean, we're still at that exact setup,
but we're a lot more comfortable.
No, for sure.
We're in like an enclosed space where
we've built something
from it, and even spending hours on my iPad making notes of all these games we're going to talk about in one episode, like 19 retro recaps, right? That's 30 retro recaps, and now it's just very different. Yeah, it's very chill. Yeah, and it's beautiful to see how far it's come.
Yeah, I would love to share the same sentiment because I think you and I are going to have very unique perspectives on this. But what I've enjoyed and what I've come to love is being a part of your experience in this, and being now a content creator and being someone who creates something and puts it out into the world. I've said this since day one. This is your thing, because you were even like, we've it's so amazing seeing it. Like you said it perfectly. We have like almost even chilled out on it so much because we've gotten the sense of what we're doing.
Right.
But I remember when we first started, you were like, how do you want to break this up? Like, are we doing 50-50? If we start making money, like, how are we doing this? I'm like, whoa. It's yours.
Yeah.
I want to be a part of it. And we can deal with that kind of shit later. I don't really, it's, even if it's just like, I'm a part of this. I want to be a part of that. But I feel like I've gotten to be so much more than that because through this time, you've gotten so much closer with Johnny. Even Lene, you've gotten so much closer with, and Mikey, and just so many other people who are like deeply connected with the bar, or even just like Caleb. But I feel like these people are able to truly hear me and hear what I have to say, in a way that you really don't get to experience a lot. And so, no matter what, I am so grateful that I can be an extension to a part of your life, while at the same time, it is so much fun. Like, it is so much fun. I would not rather be doing anything else for a year with you, man. So,
hey, man,
shout
I appreciate
out
that
to be in the Flash
so
Bros,
much,
man.
bro. For real.
Shout out
to the Flash Bros.
That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yes,
yeah.
sir.
Fucking since day one,
Come on, baby.
Which we have been. And you know what I'm really excited for is your next piece of content creation, Joshy, with your creativity for a lot of the iconography that's about to come.
Man.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Yeah. I'm really excited to see some of your drawings really just come to life.
I've been slacking on it, but
hey, well, to be honest, that's more of like a mutual thing, right? I'll take responsibility too because you don't really have an iPad.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's tough to say because it's like, if I'm doing the work, you can't be doing work,
right?
And there's always work to be done,
of course.
And it's also like your own personal computer too, so,
right? Yeah.
It's
things
just
could be
tough
more
to.
optimized.
Yeah, it could be, but
I think we both
we'll take it for what it is.
We have faith that it's going to happen.
It's gonna happen,
right? Like you've shown me that, like, and just like, hey, just be and just do. Right. It's really that simple.
That's right.
And so even kind of like coming off of and approaching this point, so coming off season 3, hitting this 1 year point, right? Like it's like my workload for the podcast has gone dramatically. The podcast has gone dramatically down, specifically just in the episode to episode format.
Absolutely.
And more energy in the bigger picture, and really just even showing that's exactly as it needs to be for this thing to flourish. Because especially if we're not getting any money, which we're not, right? Like spoilers, we're not really making money. Like, in fact, we still have all the support we've gotten is just going into an account. It's just going to sit, and we've got small upgrades on the desk here and there, but I don't think there's any expectations from either of us. Yeah. Right?
I mean, that's the only expectation is that we pour everything right back into the people who have been supporting. That's
damn right.
That's all that really matters,
baby.
And that's what it's about. So
yeah, thank you for being a part of that, bro. Yeah, all of this.
Come on,
and all of you out there, we love you dearly.
So much.
So, Joshy, I have a game for us today.
I love games.
I don't know if you know. Yeah. But I also love games, Joshy.
Of all people.
And I know you love games. And that's why that's the essence of like a class trial every episode. We can play a little game every day.
Have a little game.
Or we got Flash Ultimate, which we did run earlier.
We do run.
That's right. And you destroyed me. What did you play, by the way?
Not true. I don't remember. It was Falco versus Crom.
That's exactly what it was. Oh my gosh, that was embarrassing.
How was that embarrassing?
I remember I like hit that Congo jungle. It was just gone.
No, that was Sephiroth. Remember?
No. Wait.
It was.
No.
Remember, because we had to redo it. Because the first one was
it was.
And then you killed yourself every single time.
Well, I'm writing down Crom and Joshi. Well done, my friend. Joshi, let's...
Wait, I was Falco. You silly Billy. But remember, we did have a Crom versus Falco, and you were Falco, I was Crom.
No, you're absolutely right. I'm taking a break anyway. I need to pee, and let's jump into this game, Joshi.
Let's do it.
All right, Joshi. So, for our main topic today, I've got our series that we began, I think, back in season 2, my guy.
Ooh.
Flash versus.
Woo, woo, woo.
Yes, sir. So this is going to be, I have gathered some trivia that I know will be mutual trivia for both you and I. This is, I'm going to credit the guy on Reddit. Oh, shit. You know what? I didn't even, save his source. I'll pull it up actually later, but I screenshotted actually several selected characters.
Shout out guy.
Yeah, shout out the guy on Reddit. But I will say, if you listen to that episode, the first episode of Flash Versus, is the same guy. He had some crazy 100 question quiz that was pertaining to Nintendo. Okay?
Legend.
So apparently he made another Reddit post saying it was so well received that he made another one. So I have a list of several questions here, Joshi, that you and I are both going to be answering, and we will go back from the top. There's no cheating involved here. We will be revealing everything at the end.
Yes.
Well, you've got to just trust me that I didn't cheat in advance. Okay, my man? All right, my man. So this is how it's going to work. I have on my phone a list of all the questions, and I will be showing you as well. And they are all multiple choice, A through D.
Okay.
We are going to be making marks on our paper.
Mark these.
Joshua's got some pen and paper, and I do too. And we're going to go through, and you at home can play.
I was going to say.
That is the idea.
Very important.
Yeah, if you want to follow along, I will be numbering these as I go, my friends. Okay, so we're going to start with.
Yes.
Does that make sense, by the way?
Yeah, I'm with it.
Are we there?
Number them.
Perfect.
Come on.
We're going to start with question number 1.
Okay.
Is in the original Pikmin game.
Okay.
How many types or colors of Pikmin are usable? There's a picture.
Okay.
We've got A, 10, B, 3, C, 4, or D, 7.
Okay. Don't look at my shit, man.
I won't look at yours.
You're copying.
You don't
I'm not going to look. I swear.
Don't look at mine either.
I swear.
Little cheetah.
Swear. Not a cheater. You're a cheater.
You're a cheetah.
You know you're a cheater.
Okay. Let's do question number 2.
Question number 2.
We've got Samus's parents are dead.
Oh.
Who killed them?
Oh.
A, space pirates. B, Mother Brain. C, the Metroids. Or D, the Galactic Federation.
Man, oh man. Can I look at it one more time?
Yep.
I swear I won't look at you.
No, I'll edit all of this out.
Okay, cool.
So, yeah, don't even sweat.
Okay.
Ready?
Yes, sir.
Joshi, number 3 is, which of these is not a Wii Sport in the original Wii Sports on the Wii?
We got Matt there.
I know. The icons are crazy. So we got A, boxing. B, tennis. C, bowling. Or D, soccer.
Okay.
All right. Joshi.
Yes.
Number 4.
Yes.
What is the first Nintendo game that allowed you to save your progress?
Wow.
I know, these questions are good.
That's a good question.
These are really good.
I might not even know.
I'm going to be honest. Some of these, I'm like 90%. And then some of these I've got no idea, and I hoped you wouldn't either.
Wow.
So, for the first game that allowed you to save from Nintendo, we've got A, Metroid. B, Castlevania. C, The Legend of Zelda. Or D, Super Mario Bros.
Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Thank you, guy who wrote this.
Yeah, thank you, Guy.
Yeah, thank you, man.
Xenobits, give all the credit right now.
Shout out Xenobits.
Shout out Xenobits. I love this icon.
It's freaking Peter Griffin getting eaten by Kirby. What the fuck?
Guys, question number 5, Joshi, is what
I think it's 6.
is the first real Kirby game? And yes, these are screenshotted questions, so I have them out of order of what they actually are. So, is it A, Kirby's Adventure? B, Kirby's Dream Land? C. Kirby. Or D. Kirby Superstar. We'll see if I know my Kirby lore.
You better. I better know.
Whenever you're ready.
I'm ready.
All right. Question number 6, Joshy, is what was Yoshi's debut game?
Well,
was it A, Yoshi's Story, B, Yoshi's Island, C, Super Mario World, or D, Mario Land 2, 6 golden coins?
I'm guessing they're asking when did he debut?
Yes.
Not his debut.
When did he debut? Not, what was Yoshi's debut game?
Because Yoshi is a game series.
I actually am going to, I'm going to say, this is how I'm going to answer it.
But debut means
Yoshi's debut game. Wait.
Help me out here.
I'm with you.
What are we talking?
Because it makes it sound like it's the first game Yoshi starred in.
Because if we're talking the first debut Yoshi game,
I'm going to say...
a different answer than his debut.
Okay. I redact. I'm going to answer it the first video game appearance of Yoshi. Okay. That's how I'm going to answer it.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
It's fine by me. Okay.
That way we're on the same page.
Yeah,
all right.
I'm with it.
Number 7, Joshy. What was the main villain? Is the main villain of Donkey Kong Jr.? Is it Junior? Is it A, Mario, B, Bowser, C, Donkey Kong, or D, Stanley the Bugman?
It's always that Bugman, man. It's always that dang Bugman.
It's kind of nuts.
No.
I kind of can't stand it.
I can't either. This is fun, by the way.
This is way fun.
This is way fun.
Yeah. These are good questions.
These are great questions.
Joshy,
Shout out.
I believe that is the last of the easy category. I forgot to mention.
Now we're on to...
the way the guys are set up is there's like...
That's right. I forgot about that.
Difficulty, right?
Those were the easy
ones. Green's easy. We're on yellow.
Okay.
This is the intermediates.
Get it.
We've got question number 8, Joshy. Which fruit in Donkey Kong 64 allows you to recover health? Is it A, grapes, B, melons, C, oranges, or D, coconut shells? I will give you a hint.
Give me a hint.
DK rap. I take back my hint. That doesn't help. The hint, okay, I'll be transparent. The DK rap goes grapes, melons, oranges, and coconut shells. But that's literally all of them.
I literally just went through and I was like, what the fuck am I literally was thinking that in my head.
So we're on the same
page.
page.
See in my head? I was like,
you look confused. And then I thought about it more, and I was like,
not on there. I was like,
wait, no, I'm tripping. Okay, I got it. Whenever you're ready.
I mean, it might be a wrongin' for this one.
That's completely okay. All right.
Okay.
Got it.
Yeah. Fuck it.
Okay.
Fuck it. Yeah.
Fuck it.
Okay.
Number 9, Joshy. I'm going to scroll down here. Before it was changed into a Mario game, what was the original title for Super Mario Bros. 2? We've got Jumpstar for A. B is Super Heartbeat Frenzy. C is Doki Doki Panic. And D is Miko's Adventure.
Do you know this one?
No. I absolutely do not know this one. You?
I do. Yeah. So don't look.
I won't, buddy.
Better not.
All right, Joshy. The next question is this is number 10. How was the original Super Mario Kart altered for its American release?
I know this.
We've got A, Rainbow Road was made easier. B, excuse me.
B.
The banana peels were given faces. C, Donkey Kong Jr. no longer does an offensive gesture. Or D, Peach and Bowser don't get fucking wasted.
Which, I mean, sounds like a joke.
I only read,
but I'm pretty sure
questions.
Pretty sure that has merit.
No way.
There's champagne in the original.
No, there's not.
There is.
You're fucking me.
I'm not trying to say this to ruin the thing, but like we need to think about this. I think I know what it is. It might not be that one, but I'm pretty sure they did censor something about champagne.
There's champagne?
I'm not kidding.
Oh my gosh.
I'm debating between that and another one. That's genuinely what I'm saying.
I thought I knew what it was.
Me too.
Like, I thought
But I swear I had this memory of champagne being in it. But I'm sticking with the one I thought.
Me too.
I'm going to stick with it. But if that comes up, we thought about it.
Okay.
At least we thought about it.
We got some merit here. Joshy, number 11 is which of these characters were not considered for the original Super Smash Bros. On the Nintendo 64? We've got A, Mewtwo, B, James Bond, C, Bowser, or D, Princess Zelda.
Wow.
I'm going to say this. I also don't think this is as obvious as it seems.
Mm-hmm.
Because I heard rumors about James Bond.
Me too.
Fuck.
This is tough. I can say there's crazy. A couple I know for certain, and this is why I'm leaning where I'm leaning. But there's a couple for certain.
Okay. Can I say? It might break the ambiance, but I know for certain Bowser was on that list.
I was going to say Bowser.
Because if I remember right, they talked about they had programming issues with getting everything they wanted of Bowser, so they scrapped it for the next game.
But it was huge on there.
Huge. Okay.
I think I know.
I got my answer.
Yeah, I think I know.
All right, Joshy. Number 12.
Okay.
What sci-fi series was the main inspiration for Metroid? Was it A, Star Wars, B, Predator, C, Alien? I think it's interesting that both Alien and Predator
are both on.
And D, The Thing.
Very, very, very interesting.
I don't think I've ever thought about that. I do know that Ridley Scott was inspiration for Ridley.
Yes.
The name of Ridley.
You know who Ridley Scott is?
Didn't Ridley Scott make the Alien and Predator series?
Ridley Scott.
Could not be true, but I don't know. Should fact check.
Well, it might give it away, though.
You know what?
No fact checking.
Let's no fact check.
Yeah, no fact checking.
Not until the end.
Exactly.
Okay, I like that.
Okay.
You got yours?
Yes.
Okay. Number 13 in Animal Crossing New Leaf. Which fruit can you not obtain? A. Yeah. See, this is a challenge for me because I'm not gonna lie, this list is fucked. None of these are really at all in the new one. What the fuck?
Yes.
New Horizons. We've got A.
Yeah.
Watermelon. B. Lychee.
Leche. No.
Lychee.
Leche.
Leche.
I always said leche, but leche is also Spanish.
I think Danby. I was dating Danby. I think she said lychee.
Lychee?
I think it's lychee.
Yeah, probably.
Okay. Write us in.
Yeah.
C. Persimmon. Or D. Mango. So are you challenged by this? I want to know.
Yes.
You are?
Yes, because I don't think it's trying to trick me.
I think all these questions are semi-trick.
I think they're a little tricky.
If I remember right from the last quiz too, I think this guy's really smart.
I think he's smart too.
Yeah.
Because I will say there's like...
I'm getting stooped.
There's entire watermelon furnitures that you can...
but which fruit can you not obtain?
Go with it, man.
Can I ask you something? What the fuck is a persimmon?
It's like a type of Japanese fruit.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like pretty common down there, but not here. We never see this.
I like zoom in. I'm trying to like see if there's any.
Yeah, you're seeing if it's there.
Weird fruit.
Beautiful picture, by the way.
Yeah, it is. I love the way the villager looks in the front.
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
That's funny. That's not even the main two that they use for the artwork.
Right. Right. Because they use the default villagers in Smash, right?
No. They use those guys are based on the GameCube ones.
You're right.
They use the ones that are in Mario Kart 8.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Think about the pink-haired girl with the ponytail and the blonde guy with the blue eyes.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have longer.
They're in Smash's skins, right?
No, actually.
Really?
They should be.
I thought the guy with blue eyes was.
No.
Or had the blue hair.
All those are based... there's no blue-haired villager. But also, there is a pink-haired one. But all those eyes and all those styles are based on the original Animal Crossing.
Thank you. There's some lore. All right, Joshy, number 14. Which of these was not a default Wii channel? Okay, so the Wii came booted with channels already on it, right? Out of the box.
Very
Is it A, Me Maker, B, Photo Channel, C, Virtual Console, or D, News Channel?
News Channel. I love it. I got mine.
Okay.
I think I know. These are pretty tricky, though.
These are really tricky.
Definitely trying to get us.
I'm not confident.
Trying to get us right good.
There. Joshy, I think this okay, we got a couple left. We got number 15. The Nintendo DS is the second best selling console of all time. How many console revisions did it receive?
Not including 3DS consoles.
Right. I'm hoping.
That's what it says.
Oh, hey. Okay, cool. I did not even see that. It's in the corner. A, 4. B, 6. C, 5. Or D, 8.
Don't use your fingers. Because it'll give it away to me.
You're right.
I literally thought that.
Excuse me. Okay.
These are tough.
These are tough. And we're still in intermediate, by the way. Okay. Joshy, number 16. What was the most recent F-Zero game? Was it A, F-Zero GX, B, F-Zero Maximum Velocity, C, F-Zero GP Legend, or D, F-Zero Full Throttle?
My favorite game of all time.
These are tough.
These are tough.
Joshy, we are in the hard category.
I'm scared.
Number 17, let's kick it off. How many games were released for the Virtual Boy in North America?
Oh, wow.
A, 14, B, 22, C, 27, or D, 39? I've got no idea.
I have an idea.
Actually, you do?
I do.
I've got actually no fucking idea. This is a straight guess. All right, number 18. When Star Fox 64 was released in Europe, what was it called? Was it A, Star Fox 64, B, Lilat Wars, C, Starwing, or D, Star Fox Battle Force?
Wow.
I'm gonna be honest with you, I've got no freaking idea. This is another straight guess. Didn't even know it had another name, if it even does, which is a part of the question. I'm so pissed. Joshy, number 19. What is Ganondorf's official last name? Is it A, Gerudo?
Whoa.
Are you about to be lore fucked? Yes!
Whoa.
Dude, we're learning something today, baby. We got A, Gerudo, B, Darkheart, C, Helgard, or D, Dragmir?
I don't know. I have an idea, but this is something that... This has to be some deep lore, dude.
I'm so... I think I could be happy with any answer, and I'm just going to go down a lore train. You know what I mean?
Fuck it, bro. Let's get it.
These are sick. All right, next question. Number 20 is, after the video game crash of 1983, department stores did not want to sell video games anymore. What did Nintendo include in the box for the NES in order to bypass this and save the game industry? Was it A, the Power Glove, B, Super Mario action figures, C, Robotic Operating Buddy, or D, NES Power Pad?
There's some good questions.
These are really good
questions. Have
you
looked into the crash of 98? Or sorry, 83?
83. I do actually know a little bit about it. So basically, like, this was like not even long really after games were trying to hit like homes, right? Macintosh was kind of running into this thing too, right? They were trying to somehow bridge this gap between like you'd go in or you'd pay like the high end, it's too expensive, and getting this to your average person's house, right? I mean, you know, even arcades were huge, right? So why how could we convince people to do this? Well, so the crash of 83, I think when was the stock market crash? That was the 70s, right?
Yeah, I was going to say that's a little before. Yeah, I don't think it's...
Well, I think economically it had something to do with it because it was specifically in North America, if I'm not mistaken.
Right.
Oh, it says department stores. I thought it was more of North America, but there was a big economic crash, and so like video games were like definitely not only niche as hell, but very luxury. That's kind of all I know, though, and I actually could be completely wrong anyway. So.
No.
Have you heard of this?
Oh, yeah, I know of it.
Yeah.
Because I was super into the history of gaming. I was super into it when I was younger. I watched a lot of AVGN. Even like OG Normal Boots used to talk a lot about the history of... I don't know why I was so into it, but like there was something really fascinating about where we are now versus what we've been through.
Dude,
I mean,
there's some really good books out there.
Yeah. I mean, there's also just like stories that feel out of time.
Yes, bro. Oh, yeah. My uncle worked at Nintendo.
Right.
You got your answer?
Yes, sir.
Joshy, let's keep going.
Keep it going.
Question 21. Tetris combines the word tetra, meaning four, and what other word? Is it A, stress, B, tennis, C, assemble, or D, success?
What the fuck? Holy shit. This is wild stuff. This is wild.
This is wild.
This is very much wild.
This is actually wild, my guy. I'm glad you're having a blast. Number 22, Joshy. Fire Emblem was brought to the West as Fire Emblem, in quotes, on the Game Boy Advance, but was actually the 7th game released. What was the original subtitle? Was it A, Path of Radiance?
You know this, don't you?
I do know this one.
God damn it.
Yeah, this is, but you also know this.
Do it.
We've talked about this several times on the podcast. Johnny might know this. A, Path of Radiance. You should also be able to do Process of Elimination here.
Right.
B, the Blade of Light. C, the Sacred Stones. Or D, the Blazing Blade. You have major hints here. If you would like one hint, I will give it to you. Other than I'll say that the answer, was that the Monado? Or the conduit?
Yeah, I was just drawing the conduit.
I will say it's more obvious than not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like for real.
I'm with it.
You got it.
Yeah.
Did you want a hint?
No.
Okay. Easy.
Don't need one.
Done. Question 22, Joshy. Nintendo utilized the 3DS systems and a special new software to help guide guests through which museum? Is it A, MoMA, the Museum of Modern Art? B, the British Museum? C, the Lavier? Or D, New York Museum of Natural History?
Do you know this?
No. Do you?
No. That's crazy.
I had no.
I didn't even know that was a thing.
I also handpicked these. There's 100 questions, by the way.
I was noticing by the numbers.
Right.
Like,
this is question 69.
Oh, shit.
It would be the one that we pointed out.
I was going to say, what is the odds?
What are the odds, bro? Yeah. So these are ones that I was like, no. Like, we don't know, bro. This is the most disturbing. You've probably seen this picture.
Oh, yeah. It's what video games will look like in 2014.
That's right, baby. Hyper-realism. My friends, 23 is, before the newest Illumination Super Mario Bros. Movie, the live-action adaptation premiered in what year? Is it A, 1996, B, 2002, C, 1993, or D, 1989? See, the problem is I could seriously see it in all of these years.
Maybe not 2002.
That actually is exactly what I was thinking. Maybe not 2002.
That's too far.
Right.
Think about that. We had the PlayStation 1 by that time. Come on. That garbage movie.
Yeah. I got my guess.
I think I have mine too.
I got it locked in. It should be forgotten, but I'll lock it in.
All right. I'm going for it.
All right, baby. Joshy, we are now in the nightmare difficulty.
Oh, gosh.
Of the quiz.
Hey, I know all these guys' names.
Do you?
Ash Ketchum, Ace Attorney.
Yes.
Right?
He's got his name, though.
Rabbids, and then QB. Oh, he does have a name, huh?
Yeah, you know.
Phoenix Wright. So stupid.
You got it, baby. Joshy, question 24 is, which of these characters has received an official amiibo figure from Nintendo? Is it A, Phoenix Wright, B, Box Boy, C, Ash Ketchum, or D, Rabbids? I'm not going to lie to you.
I know exactly
the
what this
reason
is.
I picked this is because I haven't heard of any of these amiibo.
Is that right?
Yes.
I just want to say something, though.
Yes.
That is not the name of him. He has a real name.
All right.
And if I write down the real name, can I get bonus points? And
Sure. You might as well. You might as well, my boy. All right, Joshy, 25 is, what was the first Nintendo game to ever feature hand-drawn animation?
Very interesting.
Is it A, Beavis and Butthead? B, Donkey Kong Country? C, Aladdin? or D, Bebe's Kids?
Bebe's Kids. Wow, I have no idea. Do you have any idea?
I do have an idea because I have played all of these games except for Beavis and Butthead.
You played Bebe's Kids?
Oh, you know what? No. So I played half the games.
Fucking liar.
I think I want to pretend it didn't exist. What the heck is Bebe's Kids?
It's like it was an old Disney Channel show.
Oh, really?
Like in the 90s.
I've never heard of it.
Really?
Yeah.
I thought you would have known about it.
Maybe if it's not a pick, but
fuck it.
No fact checking right now.
No, sir.
Joshy, number 26 is which Pikmin enemy appears in The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap? Is it A, Bulborb, B, Wollywog, C, Burrowing Snagret, or D, Puffstool? So, I haven't played Minish Cap, but you have, right?
I have.
All the way through?
Yes.
Okay. So you got an advantage here.
I do.
And I'm good with that. Joshy, question 27 is, according to the official website for F-Zero X, what is Captain Falcon's first name? Is it A, Douglas, B, Phoenix, C, Aaron, or D, Ryder?
Some cool names.
I feel like if it's Douglas, I'm going to actually be upset.
Angry. All right, let's get it.
Compared to the other names, come on.
Let's get it.
Number 28, Joshy, is what was the very first Pokemon that was designed by the development team at Game Freak? I know you know the answer.
They're trying to get you.
We've got A, Rhydon, B, Pikachu, C, Mew, or D, Clefairy. Joshy, this might be a wrap. Nope, we got a few more.
A couple more.
Joshy, number 29. What is the iconic Konami code that has been used in countless Nintendo games and was even referenced in Wreck-It Ralph?
If I can recite it, can I get a bonus point?
Sure.
I'm going to go for it. Flip to the next one. I'm going to do it right here.
Okay. Well, then I'll answer silently.
Don't look at my page.
I won't. I'll wait for you to finish before I announce it because I'm going to give it to the audience still anyway. Got it?
Yes.
Okay.
Also, I wrote it down and I wasn't looking.
I knew. I believe you. Yeah, I saw it. I am the witness. Joshy, was it A, LR select plus start? B, up, up, down, down, left, right, B, A start? C, left, right, up, down, start? Or D, A, B, B, A start? Hope that made sense. Let's stop talking jargon here.
Yes.
Number 30 is which of these Nintendo products is real? Is it A, the Game Boy sewing machine? B, Wii VR? C, NES car adapter? Or D, N64 touchpad?
This is the shit that pisses me off because you just know Nintendo would do every single one of these.
All four of them.
All four just sound like
we had a question just like this in the last quiz.
We did.
Yeah.
I do remember, and I think we both got it wrong. If I'm not mistaken.
We both also answered the same, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think we did.
And we both got it wrong.
I just don't know. I know a couple of them. I know one of them.
Got it?
Yes. Okay.
All right, Joshy. Number 31. This Nintendo toy would inspire multiple future light gun games of the same name. What is it called? A, Gunfighter. B, Shootout. C, Wild Gunman. Or D, Smoking Guns.
Okay.
You got any clue? Because I don't got a single one. Joshy, number 32. This is Gunpei Yokai.
Hi, Gunpei Yokai.
He designed the Game & Watch, Game Boy, and this innovative controller feature. Is it A, shoulder buttons, B, the analog stick, C, the D-pad, or D, wireless controllers? That is an amazing...
It's a great, fantastic
question, man.
Okay. Let's keep it going.
Very inspiring for a class trial.
Come on now, man.
Joshy, number 33. Which Chibi Robo game was a Walmart exclusive here in the United States of America? We've got A, Household Hero. B, Photo Finder. C, Ziplash. Or D, Park Patrol.
Fuck it.
Fuck it, bro. Joshy.
Is that the end?
That is the end of the quiz. We are going to tally up our scores here.
Okay.
So,
let's get this.
Here's what we got to do.
Do you want me to reread through them? So it's question 2.
We have, how many questions were there? There's 33. Okay. So, all right, Joshy. So, how we're going to do this from the top, you're going to give me the question number for my key here, which is going to be different from what we told the audience.
Okay.
Then we will match up and I'll have the answer and we'll discuss.
Okay.
We'll go one by one.
Okay.
Let's go from the top. What we got? So this is question number 2, right?
This is question number 2. Yes.
Okay, give it.
Which is our question number 1.
Yes.
In the original Pikmin game, how many types of Pikmin are usable?
What was your answer?
My answer was B, which was 3.
That is correct.
Hell yeah!
Guess what I put?
C,
which is 4. Man, I for some reason just thought that there was another they're all primary colors. It makes sense.
There are only 3 primary colors.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
You're absolutely right.
But they added 2 in the second game, and then in 3 they added 3.
Yeah.
Or 2.
Well, hear me out.
They had a rock, an ice Pikmin, and then a flying Pikmin. So
they did.
Yeah.
They did.
And then this new one, they just added the ghost Pikmin, the light Pikmin.
Yep.
And then they added another one. I don't remember. Fuck it.
Oh, well. Fuck it. All right, what's next?
Question
number 2.
Yes. Question number 2, which is also question number 3.
Okay.
Samus's parents are dead. Who killed them? A, space pirates. B, Mother Brain. C, the Metroids. Or D, the Galactic Federation. What did you say?
I said A, the space pirates.
I also put A, space pirates.
That is correct.
Yes,
we both got that one, brother. Let's go. You're 2 for 2, baby. Yeah, let's go. Okay, so question number 3.
Yes.
Which is also question number 4, I think, right?
That's right.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was the question?
Which of these is not a Wii sport in the original Wii Sports? A, boxing. B, tennis. C, bowling. And D, soccer. I put D.
It had to be.
Easily.
Right? Yeah.
Easily.
Soccer was like the push of the new one.
Right.
Right.
Yeah. Come on.
I'm with you. Okay. Sweet. We got that one.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Sweet.
Okay. Next one.
Question number 5.
Okay.
What is the first Nintendo game that allowed you to save your progress?
Right. So this would be question number 4 for the quiz. I put B. What was B?
I also put B. Castlevania.
Castlevania.
Yeah.
The correct answer is actually C, The Legend of Zelda.
News.
It says in a little tidbit, before The Legend of Zelda, most games didn't need to be saved since they were mostly short experiences. Wow. Zelda's large adventure style changed the game and required saves to be introduced.
Very
that's crazy, and I now have even more respect for the Zelda series.
Always do.
You say? Yep. Okay.
All right, that's one I'm so excited to hear.
All right, let's hear it.
What is the first Kirby game? Question number 6.
Question number 6.
The answers were A, Kirby's Adventure, B, Kirby's Dream Land, C, Kirby, D, Kirby Superstar.
The answer is B.
Let's go.
Kirby's Dream
What'd you say?
Land. I said B.
Yes.
Let's go, baby.
Come on,
yes,
baby.
Sir. Okay.
Let's go.
The next question.
Question number 9. What was Yoshi's debut game? Now, we had a little issue with this one because a debut game is a little different than a debut appearance. Right?
Oh, I think this is where I messed up. I know what I did. I actually think I put Kirby's Adventure, which was A, right?
Did you know? Yeah, it was A.
Yeah.
Dang.
Bummer.
How'd you mess up so bad?
I just wrote 2 answers. I don't know what I was thinking. Yeah, I know that. I'm going to be honest. I know for sure. I put Kirby's Adventure.
Okay.
I'm going to say that. So,
So Yoshi.
Yes. It was C because I definitely put C on this, my guy. This was Super Mario World.
That's right. I put C as well.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Okay. C right there.
Question number 7.
Question 10.
Question 10, okay.
Who is the main villain of Donkey Kong Jr.? A, Mario, B, Bowser, C, Donkey Kong, and D, Stanley the Bugman, who is a dangerous character. Me personally, I put A for Mario.
So, the quiz is messed up on my end because it says the answer is C, Mario.
But A is Mario.
You're right.
So A is correct.
And who was D? Yeah, I definitely put Stanley the Bugman. Yep.
Come on.
You are 100% right, Josh.
Hell yeah.
It was Mario. It says, Mario used to be quite the bastard, kidnapping monkeys and causing mayhem. Yeah. It's not cool, though. He got better. Oh, wait. It's cool, though. He got much better. Yeah. Look at what he looks like. Look at this gross picture.
Yeah.
That's insane.
Mario. Okay. That's Jumpman.
That's Jumpman.
All right. Question 31. Ready?
Okay. This will be number 8 for the folks at home. Okay. Question 31. Allow me to fast forward.
Yes. This one I just have a feeling I don't know.
All right. This is when it gets crazy.
Yes.
Okay. I have the answer whenever you're ready.
Which fruit? Heck by yawn.
Which fruit?
Which fruit in Donkey Kong 64 allows you to recover health? A, grapes, B, melons, C, oranges, and D, coconut shells.
What was your answer, Joshi?
I said D.
D, coconut shells.
That's right.
Well, the meme of this, Joshi, is that all these fruits are used actually as ammo for the guns in the game. So Donkey Kong gets coconut shells. Diddy Kong gets peanuts.
Coconut shells.
Right? Just like in Smash, he fires peanuts.
Right.
Lanky, she gets grapes. Or oranges. No, oranges are bombs. Grenades.
Lanky
Kong.
Lanky's not a girl.
He?
Yeah.
My bad.
I mean, I guess it doesn't matter.
Yeah, maybe I just wanted it to be more even.
Yeah, for sure.
There's only one girl on board. Yeah. Anyways, melons. The answer is B. It is melons, yes.
Hey, I'll take that.
Specifically, the iconography that you may have missed is that the icons all have melons on them on boxes. And that's how you know that there's a healing place. Yeah. And I'm not sure if Donkey Kong 64 is the first game to introduce melons. I think Donkey Kong Country also has melons.
Oh, is it?
But I don't know if that heals you or what. But fun fact, watermelon is the best fruit in existence. It's true. Don't bother having an opinion on it.
Wow. I feel like I've learned a lot already.
It's insane.
Already.
All right.
Question 32. All right, you ready?
Yeah, so this will be our number 9.
Yeah.
Question 32. I am ready.
Before it was changed into a Mario game, what was the original title for Super Mario Bros. 2? A, Jumpstar, B, Super Heartbeat Frenzy, C, Doki Doki Panic, and D, Miko's Adventure.
What'd you put?
I put C for Doki Doki Panic.
That is absolutely correct, my guy. I put A, like the fool I am. So, the original Doki Doki Panic was made by Nintendo to promote Yume Kojo 87, an expo in Japan, and featured their mascots. When the original version of Super Mario Bros. 2 was deemed too difficult for Americans, they reworked Doki Doki Panic to feature Mario characters and shipped it to America as the sequel.
Super Mario Bros. 2.
Isn't that crazy?
That's right.
I didn't know all of this lore, but I knew it had a weird, very different start than any Mario game.
Absolutely. So it's a strange one. The reason I remember is because I always knew Doki Doki Panic, but then they made Doki Doki Literature Club.
See, that's
I remember thinking to myself, I was like, that's so weird. It sounds like the original Japanese version of Super Mario Bros. 2.
Right.
And that's what I always thought.
But in a way, it's kind of the whole theme of even Literature Club is like mind-blowing, right? So like, I don't know.
Something there.
I don't know, bro.
There's something there.
Yeah, well, missed that one, bro.
That's okay. Question 33. You ready?
Okay, this will be our number 10. I am ready.
How was the original Mario Kart altered for American release? This, I'm very interested. A, Rainbow Road was made easier. B, the banana peels were given faces. C, Donkey Kong Jr. no longer does an offensive gesture. And D, Peach and Bowser don't get fucking wasted.
I'm shocked. I'm actually shocked seeing the answer in front of me.
What's it say?
The answer, to my dismay, is D. Peach and Bowser don't drink. It says the original Japanese release of Super Mario Kart had Peach and Bowser get a little silly after drinking their victory champagne, but no fun is allowed in America, so they changed it.
Fun is not allowed. That is the truth. Wow,
these are
crazy.
Look at these. Look at the pixel art.
Yeah, they're getting absolutely.
Look at Peach. She's drunk.
She's drunk as a bitch.
I have never ever heard of this. This is crazy.
I did hear about this. I wish I knew though. I just know that Donkey Kong in some game does an offensive gesture, and they have to
see. That is what I put. Was C?
Yeah.
No, I think it was Mario Kart 64.
There's one where he turns around and does this. Oh no, that's Wario. Wario, because this means up yours.
Yeah, right.
It's like, fuck you, basically.
Wasn't there some Donkey Kong offensive gesture?
I thought there was too.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know.
But at least I mentioned this. I'm glad I at least mentioned it.
Yeah.
We have it in recording. I thought a little bit.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
We'll look back.
Right.
All right. Number 11, Joshy.
Yes.
Which is question
number... Oh, yeah. Sorry. 34.
34.
Yes, sir.
Got it.
Which of these characters were not considered for the original Super Mario Bros. On Nintendo 64? A. Mewtwo, B. James Bond, C. Bowser, and D. Princess Zelda. So, this one was tough for me. What did you say?
I actually got it right.
What'd you say?
I think I knew this originally, that it was a Melee original idea, but it was D. Princess Zelda. I knew that Mewtwo was a part of the original roster, and I'm so shocked about the James Bond thing. Here's the thing. I have the tidbit right here, okay? Zelda was only considered for the sequel, Super Smash Bros. Melee. That means that, yes, James Bond was briefly considered to be a fighter for the original, thanks to the immense success of GoldenEye 007. Bowser and Mewtwo were also cut late into development and shifted over to Melee. That's crazy.
That's wild.
That's actually insane.
That genuinely is wild.
I
thought I knew. I know. I love it. I thought I knew that. I thought I felt like Zelda was in there or something. I don't know. All right.
I just knew that. Fun. I thought I had listened to a Sakurai little like YouTube thing where he said that Zelda was an idea based on the new tech and understanding 3D models better. Right. They could use magic, and Zelda was one of the first ideas.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Ness,
which is crazy that they thought of Mewtwo first. Yeah, Ness uses magic, but it's not like Zelda's always had that crazy side B. Yeah. She's had Nairu's like love, right? And like
she hasn't always had fireballs.
What was her side B before?
I don't remember. But it wasn't fireballs was in Brawl. Because it was like broken back there. Or it was annoying.
It was so annoying.
You remember?
It's still annoying, bro.
It was a fireball.
No, dude. It's definitely in Melee.
Way.
Yeah, it just doesn't look as cool. And it was not good.
Oh, really?
Pretty sure.
I remember it was really annoying in Brawl, though, remember?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
She had her fireball.
No one else could move. The reason it's not... I feel like it's still annoying, but it's not broken in Ultimate because everyone's fast.
That's right.
But back then, dude, Brawl, everyone's so slow.
Yeah.
So, get over to me.
Fastest thing ever. Yeah.
Right.
All right. Question 35. You ready?
Yep. This will be number 12.
Yes. Number 12, everybody. What sci-fi film series was the main inspiration for Metroid? We had A, Star Wars, B, Predator, C, Alien, and D, The Thing. What did you say?
I said Alien.
I did as well. I put C.
That is correct.
Let's go, baby.
Metroid co-creator Yoshio Sakamoto cited the Alien films as a major inspiration for the games. The character Ridley is even named after the film's director.
There it is.
Ridley Scott.
He said it.
Yes, dude. I'm terrible with directors too, so
that was amazing.
I knew Ridley was connected to some director, right? Yeah. This makes so much sense.
So this is actually really fascinating because the Metroid life cycle is extremely similar to the way a Xenomorphs is from Alien. So they're kind of Metroids are kind of
that's sick.
All right, really this one I'm very excited for.
Well, Joshy, this will be question 13 for the people listening at home.
37 for you.
37, got it.
Yes, sir. In Animal Crossing New Leaf, which fruit cannot be obtained? A, watermelon, B, lychee, C, persimmon.
I see what they look like now.
D, mango.
Because they're in the game.
Yeah.
I also see mangoes. And guess what? I see lychees. Bro, watermelons is the answer.
I got it right.
I can't believe that.
Come on, baby.
You even gave me a hint by saying the furniture.
Here's something to think about in every single Animal Crossing game. We have only ever recently gotten any kind of fruit that grows from the ground. We used to never have that. No pumpkins, no watermelons, no
you can't have watermelon tree.
No, exactly.
Duh.
Exactly.
Duh.
Exactly.
I didn't even think about that.
That's the one where I was like, but they have watermelon balls that you could put in your like farm back then, which a lot of people did because you didn't have farms. You had to put things down. There's a whole watermelon set. And so I literally asked that. I was like, do you think it's trying to fuck with
There's
me?
Also a smoothie in that game that has a little slice of watermelon in it. And I think that was throwing me off.
In New Leaf?
No, in New Horizon.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, they have like ground stuff in New Horizon.
Yeah, but they still don't have watermelons. That's crazy to me.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. It says, if I had a nickel for every time the answer was watermelon during this round, I've had 2 nickels. Which isn't a lot, but it's strange that it happened twice.
That is very funny. That's a reference to Phineas and Ferb.
Is it actually?
It is. Oh. Dr. Doofenshmirtz says that.
That's there you go, my man. Yeah, so right, butchered that one. All right.
Yes.
Number 14.
All right.
Right?
38. Yeah.
Okay, 38. Let's do it.
Which of these was not a default Wii channel? A, Me Maker. B, Photo Channel. C, Virtual Console. D, News Channel.
I'm dumbfounded.
I said... Let's see. Oh, I said C, Virtual Console.
That is correct.
Yes, baby. Did you not?
No.
What? I thought that one was pretty obvious. Because think about it. Can't you picture the Photo Channel and the News Channel? They're preloaded. Virtual Console wasn't even on it.
Can I be real? Literally, I could. I'm looking at the screen right now. Mm-hmm. Okay, like let me show you.
Oh yeah.
So looking at it right now.
Yeah. Photo,
right.
News.
It's all there. I could see the Photo Channel. That exact image in my mind. And I literally thought this is the Mandela effect tricking me. And that this is the actual answer. Is there's no Photo Channel. I can just see it. Nope. This was real. I'm like shocked right now, bro. No. Where the fuck is the Virtual Console?
It's a downloadable thing. It was all eShop. There's no Virtual Console. It's not even an app.
You're right.
It's like a thing.
No, you download each title.
It's a title, yeah. It's a part of the eShop, not even a part of the... It's not even an app. That's why I thought that one was so simple, because Photo Channel, News Channel, and the Me Maker are boom, boom, boom right out the gate.
I'm a fake fan.
You are a fake fan,
actually
Sam.
A fake fan, bro.
You're
That's
fired.
Crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
All right, well, yep. Did not get that one.
Very strange.
Let's go to 15.
Yeah, 39, next one.
Okay.
The Nintendo DS is the second best-selling console of all time. How many console revisions did it receive, not including 3DS? Me, personally, I said 4A.
That is correct,
is that correct,
man. It is 4, and the 3DS
did you say that too?
I did. Yeah, nice. You got it, baby. Yeah, so it was...
We just had a couple more.
You can name them off the top of your head,
DS?
Right? Yep.
Yeah, original DS, the DS Lite, the DSi, and the DSi XL.
Absolutely. Yep, that's exactly
I could even go 3DS. 3DS original, 3DS XL, new Nintendo 3DS, and new Nintendo 3DS XL.
Let's go more. 2D, the new...
Oh 2DS. My gosh. The 2DS.
With the flat one.
Right? Yes, the original 2DS.
Yes.
And then the... new Nintendo 2DS XL
and the new
Nintendo 2DS.
Wait, no.
Yeah, you're right.
There was new Nintendo 3DS and new Nintendo 3DS XL.
Yeah, I said those.
Then the 2DS.
And then 2DS.
And the 2DS
and then the
XL.
2DS XL. No, it was called the new.
No, the new Nintendo 2DS XL.
Because it could run.
Right, because it was more powerful than the regular 2DS, but everyone loved the 2DS, right? That was a controversial thing. I forgot about...
Door stopper.
I forgot about the tiny version of the new 3DS with the faceplates.
Yeah, with the faceplates.
Yeah. So it said the 3DS had 6 revisions.
The 3DS did? Mm-hmm. Oh, they gave those?
Yeah.
Just for fun?
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it.
All right, Joshy.
Beautiful.
Good job. Let's go to number 16.
Number 40.
40. Got it.
All right.
No way I got this right. Bro.
Let's go, baby.
No way.
What was the most recent F-Zero game? A, F-Zero GX. B, F-Zero Maximum Velocity. C, F-Zero GP Legend. And D, F-Zero Full Throttle. What did you say?
I said F-Zero GP Legend.
What?
Yes, sir.
No way.
On the Game Boy Advance, baby. I fucking knew it. Dude, I knew there was a Game Boy Advance game that came out after
I got it wrong.
GX.
I did GX.
Yeah, dude, no. I like felt that this was a trick question, right? And I'm like, I think there was some Game Boy Advance game. I just remember seeing it with like, you know, you looked in like the GameStop bin of cheap Game Boy Advance games.
Right.
You see Spyro Legend of Ice.
Right.
You see Crash Bandicoot. And then there was that Tiki guy.
Tack in the
Power of Juju.
Juju, yeah.
Juju, yeah. we're both getting it. And I remember seeing a little F-Zero game in there that wasn't... Oh, wow. I don't even know if it was good. I just remember seeing it. Right.
Good job.
Dude.
Into the memory banks, man. All right, now's when we get tough. It's actually, question 61 for you.
Oh, let's go. Thank you very much.
Very well.
I am on 61. Let's go.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
How many games were released for the Virtual Console in North America? A, 14, B, 22, C, 27, and D, 39.
What do you got?
I said A, 14.
That is correct, my man. I also put A.
Let's go.
Only 14 games came out on the Virtual Boy in North America
low number.
before it was discontinued, making it the smallest library on a Nintendo console. It was home of the very first Mario Tennis game, though, which is neat, and it also had the very first Shin Megami Tensei game to be released outside of Japan. Was on the Virtual Boy.
Never knew that.
Yeah.
That's news to me.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, it is crazy.
It's literally called Jack Bros. Look at it. It's that one right there.
It's Shin Megami Tensei.
Like, it's literally the it's like the mascot, Jack Frost. Yeah.
Wild.
Dude.
All right.
Crazy. Crazy. Number 17.
Yes.
That was Jinx. 63.
Yes.
Got it, baby. No way!
When Star Fox 64 released in Europe, what was it called?
I'm wrong. I'm gonna tell you right now. I put A.
I did too.
Which was what answer?
Star Fox 64.
Yeah.
It was Star Fox 64, B, Lilat Wars, C, Star Wing, and D, Star Fox
So knowing this, what do you think it is? One more guess.
Star Fox Battle Force?
It was Lilat Wars. Look at that image of the title screen. I've never heard this. When looking to release the game in Europe, Nintendo was concerned that Star Fox would sound too similar to the German company Star Vox, and thus was renamed. The more you know.
Very interesting.
I love this trivia, bro. This is
so fun. Next one is 64.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much. This will be question 18 for everyone at home.
What is Ganondorf's official last name?
No.
A, Gerudo, B, Darkheart, C, Helgard, and D, Dragmire.
So I'll tell you right now that this is revealed in the official manual for The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past.
Never have I ever heard this. No one talks about
this. This is insane.
Okay, let me hear it.
All right, so it says, it's rarely ever brought up, but the official manual for The Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past states that his full name is Ganondorf Dragmire.
I got it right.
No way you got that right.
I got it right.
That's crazy.
I got it right.
That's crazy.
Let's go.
Let's go, baby. That was 18, right?
Yeah, that was 18.
Like, will you confirm with me, matchup?
I'll try and count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
What?
No, this was 19.
This is 19.
Yes.
Okay.
All right, you ready? 65.
Yes, sir. Let's do it.
Question 20. After the video game crash of 1983, this I'm very, very, very interested in. Department stores did not want to sell video games anymore. What did Nintendo include in their box of their NES in order to bypass this and save the game industry? We have A, the Power Glove, B, Super Mario action figures, C, Robotic Operating Buddy, and D, NES Power Pad. I said C.
You are correct.
Let's go, baby.
My man. It was Rob.
Rob saved the day.
Or Robotic Operating Buddy.
That's
was
right.
a Trojan horse of sorts. It made the NES look like a toy to get people interested. They'd buy it and realize Rob kind of sucked, but the game console was great. So they'd buy more games to play on the console and therefore save the game industry.
They were smart.
Good job, Rob.
Good job, Rob.
More respect for Rob from this.
Huge, man.
Great job, buddy. That was
he also sacrificed his life in Subspace Emissary.
You showed me that cutscene not that long ago, actually. That's a great emotional
scene. He was huge. All right,
Joshy.
Question 67.
67.
Ready?
I got it.
Tetris combines the word tetra, meaning four, and what other word? A, stress, B, tennis, C, assemble, and D, success.
I put stress.
I put C, assemble. What did you get?
The answer is B, tennis.
No fucking way.
That's what I'm saying. This ain't Pong.
Bullshit.
What the fuck?
What are we talking about?
In what world is this tennis, bro? Tennis is back and forth, right?
Yeah, that's not tennis.
Nothing of Tetris. Okay.
That's weird.
I have nothing.
I was thinking maybe the assemble was
right. It builds.
Yeah,
I see what you're saying.
Maybe assemble was some kind of like Russian word because it was made by Russian.
Oh, true.
Who knows?
Who knows?
Question 68. You ready for 22 or 21?
Yes, sir.
22.
Yes, sir.
Fire Emblem was brought to the West as Fire Emblem on the GBA, but was actually the 7th release. What was the original subtitle? A, Path of Radiance. B, Blade of Light, C, the Sacred Stones, and D, the Blazing Blade. I didn't know. What did you say?
It is D, the Blazing Blade.
I said Path of Radiance.
All right.
Which is understandable.
Now it's time for a small lore dump just for you. Kind of like the Kirby-esque, if you will.
Yes.
So Path of Radiance is Ike. That's the GameCube one.
That's right.
So I actually had confidence that you already knew that because that's...
I did kind of, but I didn't recognize any of the other games.
So the reason it's tough is because we only got, as the question says, it only was Fire Emblem. It's this game right here. It's the game Fire Emblem on the Game Boy. Right. So the giveaway, okay, is that this main character, Eliwood, who does he look like to you?
He looks like Roy.
Right. He's Roy's father.
Right.
Okay? What is Roy's ability?
Fire.
Now look at the titles again.
Blazing Blade. Very good. So, I'll probably never forget that now.
Hey, I hope not. Yeah, I hope I made that connection for you, buddy.
Absolutely.
Also, another hint.
Yes.
You know the name. It'll ring a bell. Marth's game. His was...
don't say it. It's Shadow Dragon.
Right.
Yeah.
And Binding Light.
I didn't know that.
Right? Or Flashing Light. Or like there's other translations, but another answer on that list for the question was something light, right?
The Blade of Light.
The Blade of Light, right?
That's right.
So it was kind of a process of elimination. If you were caught up on your lore, Joshy,
which I was slipping.
You honestly did great. So let's keep going.
Question 69, which is also
69.
64.
Okay. Well, that is our number 23.
Oh, 23. My bad.
We got it.
This one I had no idea.
69. Got it.
Nintendo utilized 3DS systems as a special new software to help guide guests through which museum? A, the Museum of Modern Art. B, British Museum. 3, Louvre. D, the New York Museum of Natural History. Yeah, I mean, news to me. I had no idea. The answer is C.
It's the Louvre. Look at the image of this guy holding a 3DS up to the statue using the camera.
Wow.
That was built into the 3DS. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, wow. I'm very impressed.
Yeah, that's mind-blowing.
I'm very impressed.
Also, look, this is the game. It's called the Nintendo 3DS Guide Louvre.
Wow.
Yeah.
I didn't know. That's so cool.
Official audio-visual guide to the Louvre Museum.
Look at that.
That's nuts.
Yeah, that's really cool.
All right.
Alrighty. Question 70. You ready?
Yep. That'll be our 24.
24. Fuck. What's wrong?
Josh, we're almost there, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got it.
Before the newest Illumination Super Mario Bros. Movie, the live-action adaptation premiered in what year? We have A for 1996. B for 2002, C for 1993, and D for 1989. What was the correct answer?
It was C, 1993.
I don't know why I just went with A. I was thinking C, though.
Yeah, you got it. You got it, bro.
I have missed the last 4. I need a help. I need a saving hand.
Hey, you know what? I missed 17 to 21, so we're in the same boat.
Perfect.
I promise you. Yep.
Check us out. Question 81.
81.
I have a secondary bonus point. I wanna apply for.
This is you putting it in manually. Yes. Is this the Konami code?
No.
Okay.
But that is another one that I want to hopefully put one in.
Yep.
All right.
Hold up. I'm trying to pull up. What question is
81?
this? I'm sorry. 81. Got it.
Which of these characters have received an official amiibo figure from Nintendo? A, Phoenix Wright. B, Box Boy. C, Ash Ketchum. And D, Rabbids.
You did mention this is not his name.
I wanted to say, I wanted to fight for the fact that this is not his name, but it is B, Box Boy.
That is
he got his own
absolutely
amiibo.
Correct.
But I also wrote up here QBBY, which
is correct.
His name.
Yes.
Oh, you looked it up?
The tidbit. No, it's just in the quiz, right?
Oh,
so it says technically his name is QBBY.
No way.
Yes, sir. Dot. But yeah, these Box Boy amiibo were made for the final game in the series. It is one of the few amiibo to never be released outside of Japan. Wow. And here's a picture.
I was right. And
you were right.
In there.
Yes.
Dude, I literally was like, well, that's wrong. Right. I was like, that's not his name.
Yeah. It has Box Boy and QBBY in his name on the box.
Wow. Can I get a bonus point?
You get a bonus point.
Let's go, baby.
Absolutely, especially for writing it in. Are you kidding me, bro?
I wrote it down,
that was
baby.
Beautiful. Okay.
And I recognized it. Come on now.
Come on.
All right.
82. Now.
82, that's right.
Okay,
what was the first Nintendo game to ever feature hand-drawn animation? A, Beavis and Butthead, B, Donkey Kong Country, C, Aladdin, and D, Bebe's Kids.
So this will be question 25 for those at home, and I'm very curious what you put.
I put A. I just thought it would be something weird like that.
And what was A?
Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead. It was C, Aladdin.
Oh, man.
Yeah. So the art style was so unique, bro. Like, I'm not kidding. You're playing Aladdin, and it's like it. I just remember looking at it.
I've played it before.
You have?
Yeah, they have it at this game rental store.
Yeah.
And my sibling and I.
Doesn't it remind you of like
I thought it was really fun. It's
like
Capcom,
Shantae,
isn't it? Yeah.
Like it's just very well animated.
Who is it? It's like a big name. It's Capcom, right?
I think at the time
it's Capcom
because Disney didn't make their games back then. No. I don't think, right? So it says Aladdin was the first video game to feature traditional cell animation in the game. Disney animators drew the various cycles for the characters, which were then digitized into sprites in-game. That would later be used by other Disney games, such as The Lion King, which I actually played in the Genesis.
Oh, yeah.
Excuse me. That game's hard
it was
as
Capcom, by the way.
Capcom, you're right. Yeah, hell yeah.
Huge.
That's crazy.
Yeah, very
So
crazy.
they'd animate it, and then they would digitize it into like pixel art. Cool. That's really cool.
I kind of loved it. Question 83, you ready?
Excuse me, yes sir.
Which Pikmin enemy appears in The Legend of Zelda: The Minish Cap? An A, Bulborg, B, Woolywog, a C, Burrowing Snarget, and a D, Pufflestud.
So I got this wrong for sure.
What did you say?
A, which is a
Bulborg.
Bulborg, right? That's like the main dude in Pikmin.
I'm pretty sure.
Right? Enemy.
The main.
I had no idea, so I just made a guess. That was wrong.
Sure.
Do you know the answer?
I don't know if I know the answer, but I put C, Bullring Snarget.
Okay. It was the Puffstool. The Puffstool enemy seen in the original Pikmin game can be found in the first dungeon in The Legend of Zelda Minish Cap. Since Link shrieks down to the size of the bug in this game, it makes sense he'd fight Pikmin-sized enemies. And this is a picture of what he looks like.
There he is.
That's so cute.
It's a little different, but that's okay.
He does look different. I will say, bonus point for us because it's kind of cheating.
Yeah, a little bit. But hey, it's okay.
Hey,
Ooh, 84. Very interesting.
That was 26, by the way. So we're going to be on 27 right now.
According to the official website for F-Zero-X, what is Captain Falcon's full name? We have A, Douglas, B, Phoenix, C, Aaron, and D, Ryder. What did you put?
I put C. What is it? I'm sorry.
C is Aaron.
Aaron. I put Aaron.
Okay.
It's not right.
What was
so? Do you want to know?
Yeah, I put A, Douglas.
Yes, his name is actually Douglas J. Falcon.
Let's
go. I guess there's a reason why he only goes by Captain
Didn't
Falcon.
you say you were like, if his name is Douglas?
I'm gonna be pissed. Yeah.
And are you pissed?
I guess we're gonna be doing Dougie matches from now
Dougies.
on, right?
Let's hit those Dougies.
That's all I'm gonna say. Yes, I'm pissed.
All right, brother.
Let's keep going.
85. What was the very first Pokemon that was designed by the development team at Game Freak? We have A, Rhydon, B, Pikachu, C, Mew, and D, Clefairy.
You know the answer.
I do know the answer. It's A, Rhydon.
It's absolutely Rhydon. This is one of the first drawings for animating Rhydon. And it's very reminiscent in Red and Blue, if you ever play those games.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even
very cool.
In Gold and Silver as well, they also use that sprite a lot. So Rhydon's iconic.
He absolutely is. He's like the base Pokemon when it's outside of a shell, right? A shell. The fuck am I talking about? All right, 86, which is 27, right?
The fuck am I talking about, bro? This is going. That was 28. We're gonna be on 29.
Yeah, 29.
Joshy, okay.
I have.
And you said
I have a.
Yes.
I have a special one. I wrote it down here. If you want to look at it.
I want you to tell me what it is that you wrote down.
So I'm not even gonna look at my pad because this is one of the most iconic. This is not just used in Wreck-It Ralph. It was used in like so many games and are still used.
And satire.
Yeah. Still to this day.
Yep.
Even. I said B, right? Which is
B.
Up, down, left, right, B, A, start.
Done.
Easy.
This is the Konami code, perhaps the most famous video game cheat code of all time. Yes, you get a bonus.
Bonus, baby.
It was made famous by Konami in their own games, but eventually went on to be used in many games outside of the company and even referenced in pop culture.
That's right.
You got it. You absolutely got it, my man.
Beautiful.
Shit, what is this? This looks like almost like a Life is Strange vibe.
Oh, yeah, it does. Oh, that was Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh.
Yeah. Duh. That was King Candy holding it, and then he pushes it to...
Oh, duh. Okay. You got it.
Ready?
87. We got it, baby. Yep, this will be question 30, by the way.
Yes, 30 for us. Which one of these Nintendo products is real? A, the Game Boy sewing machine. B, the Wii VR. C, the NES car adapter. And D, the N64 touchpad. So I just want to say now, I know the Game Boy sewing machine is real.
Yes.
I know about that.
And I'm going to be honest with you. Precast, I told you there was a throwback question to the first quiz. We had this question on the first quiz. It was different answers, but don't you remember having that crazy question where we were like, dude, all 4 of these are real? Yeah, it's definitely the Game Boy sewing machine. So I haven't seen this before, but here you go. There's pictures.
Yeah. Beautiful. Look at that thing.
Beautiful. Are you okay?
There we go. What?
Are you okay? Like,
yeah. No, okay. I was making a funny joke by looking into the...
I obviously...
Of course.
Of course.
Right. Question 88?
88?
Yeah.
Got it. This will be 31 for you kids.
This Nintendo toy would inspire multiple future light gun games of the same name. What is it called? A, Gunfighter. B, Shootout. C, Wild Gunman. And D, Smoking Guns. I believe I put C for Wild Gunman.
C, Wild Gunman is correct.
It's also the name of Duck Hunt's Downbeat.
Oh my gosh.
I just played them earlier.
I had no excuse. The arcade version featured 16mm film of live actors on screen. When is that coming? Switch Online.
Come on,
baby. Yeah, okay. All right. Well, there you go.
89.
32. 32.
Yeah.
That's right. Yep.
This is Gunpei Yoki. Everyone say hi.
Hello.
He designed the Game & Watch, Game Boy, and this innovative controller feature. A, shoulder buttons. B, analog stick. C, the D-pad. And D, wireless controllers. What did you say? I want to know before you show me.
I said C.
I also said C.
That is the correct answer, my man.
I knew it because that's on the Game & Watch.
Yeah.
And it's also patented by Nintendo.
I knew the only thing I knew was that Nintendo specifically had the original design patent for the D-pad. Right?
That's right. That's why I was going for it.
Yeah, no, dude. Safe bet.
Sweet.
We got it.
Which
Number
Chibi Robo game?
33. I got it pulled up, baby.
Which Chibi Robo game was a Walmart exclusive here in the USA? We have A, Household Hero. B, Photo Finder. C, Ziplash. And D, Park Patrol. My perception for this is going to be fucked up because I bought this game at Walmart.
Oh!
So I think I just assumed. But I said Z, Ziplash. But I don't think that's the case.
I also put Ziplash, and it wasn't. And when I knew it because I worked at Fred Meyer, right?
Yeah.
I think we had the
I remember
the Amiibo edition.
We've seen the Amiibo at GameStop.
Yes.
But
it was Chibi Robo Park Patrol. It's still available on their website. $15. What a steal! And it's a DS game.
Oh wow! Oh, that's so cute.
That's crazy.
Well, only in America, huh? We got
I guess so.
Walmart.
Joshy, I think
look at that. Let's tally.
That's it, right?
Yeah,
let's tally up our points here, Joshy.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I missed 13, but I requested 2 bonus.
So what do you got?
Points.
15?
Yeah. 13.
I'm walking away with the clean 18 this time, buddy.
No. I'm missing 13. Wait, no. Fuck. What did you say? Why did you say that?
Oh, I said...
Did I say 15? What did I say?
I thought you said 13, then
1,
you got 2.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 13 I missed.
Missing.
How many?
So we had 33 questions. So if you're missing 13, you got 20 right.
I got 20 right plus the 2, so 22.
Damn.
My lucky number, baby.
That's crazy, Joshy. So you're walking away with 22. I got 18. I'm feeling good about this quiz, my man. This is crazy.
Hey, dude. Are we? I mean, it's Flash versus.
Flash versus.
So I won.
So Joshy is the winner of Flash versus round 2, and I'm pretty sure you beat me in round 1 as well. So that about follows suit. Joshy's knowledge is unparalled.
Gotta keep my belt.
Click that bitch in. You know what I'm saying? So Joshy, let's wrap up the podcast, shall we? That was a lot of fun. Thank you, bro. Yeah,
I had a lot of fun.
I love that. So
I learned a lot too. I feel like,
dude, that's why I love this guy's trivia so much.
Can I ask you a question though?
Yeah.
What's Box Boy's name?
Box Boy.
What?
It's BB.
No.
ZBBY.
Z.
QBBY.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Got it. I'm like, it's something.
3
It's something. Okay, Joshy. Yeah, I learned so much.
Yeah,
that actually was crazy, dude.
It was fun.
And I hope y'all learned some at home too. I know I'm gonna be getting texts and stuff from like Caleb and Johnny like about that quiz for sure. Dude. That was good history there, Joshy. That was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining me with that. Before we wrap up, we're obviously not doing a class trial because we did. So I do have a proverb spotlight for us today. This is Weekly Words of Wisdom, inspired by the legendary Uncle Iroh himself. But before we get to the quote, I do have our spiel, our multi-tap that I alluded to earlier, Joshy, my friends. This has been the official Flash Brothers podcast. Thanks so much for coming back in and giving us your time this week and just sharing the love, especially for our 1-year anniversary and the intro to season 4. This weekly show essentially is you just heard 2 best friends just sharing casual discussions centered around gaming, modern retro topics, anime, whatever we want to talk about. That's right. It's just our collective interest.
It's really whatever.
With a positive vibe mentality just spread throughout everything. We're just about love here within the duality of our informal, comprehensive, yet casual as hell content. That's right. You know what I mean? We're just hanging out, man.
That's right.
While building a vibrant community where all of you can become a part of the conversation. As you all have. Our episodes drop now every Tuesday at 5 a.m. And I actually, this is coming off of the season premiere, which is going to be a day delayed, but it'll already be out by now.
Nice.
We had to get the music locked. Of course. You know what I mean? Pre-game dropping 24 hours in advance. Available on every audio platform. And if there's somewhere you want to listen to it and it's not there, just let us know. You can write into the show via our Patreon. And that's also where you access our gold tier sponsorship. That's patreon.com/FlashBrosPodcast.
There we go.
You can also just check out everything really is available on Spotify. There's even direct access to the Patreon and getting that all linked up. It's all very seamless. You can listen on YouTube Music, is where Joshy likes to listen.
Love YouTube Music.
Yeah, dude. And if you want like special recognition, like we talked about with the gold tier sponsors, exclusive premium content, you'll get access to everything with a flat membership price. Woo. And I think they have it so it's like 90% off your first month or something like that.
Oh shit!
So it's literally like 50 cents. Yeah, I think it's
don't mind if we do,
my man. Yeah.
Don't mind.
You also get a permanent membership lock-in, my friend. So if you pay $5 a month now, you will forever pay that for all of our future content. That's right, baby. Fuck yes, baby.
Hell yeah.
And if you just want to write into the show, you can check out every Spotify episode has a comment section as well as an email. You can just send us an email, flashbrospodcast@gmail.com. Your support means everything for the show. You guys couldn't do it without you. So thank you for being here.
You guys are the show.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Man. Thank you, Joshy, so much. Couldn't do it without you as well, brother. Let's end the week positive.
Getty.
We always do.
Yes.
I have a code.
Wait. I have one more piece of trivia. Whose catchphrase is Asketi? Asketi. You learned this earlier. Asketi. You learned his name.
I did.
Do you want me to give you a hint?
Yeah.
You said, and I quote, that would be a very good mascot for Chevron. Yeah! Never thought in my days of starting this podcast that I would test you on that and you would...
On Little Pump.
No.
And I'd nail it?
To say
Little
Pump.
I'll take one more bonus point. Thank you very much,
you deserve
Joshy. I'm going back to 19. And I'm sitting pretty with that. I feel good about
baby.
It's a prime number anyway. You know what I'm saying? Joshy, the quote, I wanted to find a quote specifically from Shigeru Miyamoto.
Oh, yeah.
Specifically because I feel like he's kind of known for his things, but I don't really know anything he says besides some catchphrases. Right. So I went a little digging.
He says it's a me Mario, doesn't he?
It's his voice, right?
No. Charles Martinet.
No, like the memes. It's Miyamoto's voice, not Martinet, right? Like when it's like, it's a me Mario. I don't know.
Maybe?
I don't know.
Should have been on the quiz.
Damn.
We'll learn that next Flash versus.
Yeah, I'll quiz you next time, buddy. I did find a quote, though, that I don't think he's very well known for, and I wondered what you thought.
Okay.
So, I've got, quote, I could make Halo. It's not that I couldn't design that game. It's just that I choose not to. One thing about my game design is that I never try to look for what people want and then try to make that game design. I always try to create new experiences that are fun to play. It's kind of straightforward, and I feel like a lot of his quotes are like that.
That's the quote?
That is the whole quote.
I like that quote.
I love it.
It's a great quote.
I love it. I love the creative mind of when I think of Miyamoto, I think of a guy who literally doesn't care what anyone is doing.
Not at all.
He's going to design and create what he wants to do.
You know what I literally pictured in my head? Well, I pictured a couple things. Captain Toad Treasure Tracker.
Yeah.
And Super Mario, but just like the original, right? Because what he was doing back then was just like, I wonder what we can make, right? And it's still the same way. Yeah. You look at Mario, it's not what people want to see. It's just what they want to do. You know?
Yes, dude. No.
Love him.
I love him.
Love him.
With that being said, Joshy, that is a wrap officially of the Flash Bros podcast.
Hey,
episode
52.
Man. Happy 1 year, my bro.
Seriously.
Yeah, this has been amazing. My friends, thank you so much for joining us. Once again, one last plug, flashbrospodcast@gmail.com. Patreon.com/flashbrospodcast. Just check out our Spotify Q&As. As always, thanks for cooking with me today, bro.
Buddy.
Have to. Always, man.
Always.
Grateful as hell for you. Last call, my friends. Be safe. Spread love. Enjoy your weekend.
Goodbye, guys. Happy 1 year. Yay.